Here we go, guys. And Travesty, part 2. I think I labeled it something different, but who cares? Anyway,
20,000.
This is session 29, and I did actually go through all the sessions trying to rename them. I don't know if I ended up succeeding in the end for all of them, but I'm pretty sure I renamed most of them, if not all.
Good job.
Wow.
It was just something random I did while I was sitting with me. Anyway, okay, guys. Last session, you guys just rejoined the caravan after the CN incident with mixed responses, a bit of suspicion and awe trailing after the group, now known as Shadow's End. While being demoted, in a sense, Enola could see the appreciation of Lady Lucia and the wariness of Lord Elar-Adi. You all continue with the caravan, having almost no issues for a few days up to a rest stop at the Gazuda Springs. Tallinn for Falstaff. You are able to relax and enjoy the spring for a time, and bonding is shared. Nemo is still hiding from his problems, but the bonds that tether you strengthen. The spring Enola finds behind the waterfall in the spring, Enola finds a secret. A holy message carved into the side of the tower claims a despicable lie. Lies therein. You guys put your heads in magic together to open a hidden entrance and speak to with the tower, who freaks out and almost makes the tower fall. Karhalle talks the tower down, and you all enter the darkened staircase. You go up and feel a sense of disgruntlement, like you guys aren't wanted there, like you don't belong quite. At the door, Enola figures out how to open it with Atoll's help, because Atoll belongs there. Atoll feeling the need to be there. After realizing that the crazed writing denying the lie behind the door is written all over the walls and the door, you're greeted by and then you guys open it and such. You guys are greeted by holy guardians guarding a simple chest on a rectangular stone slab. They tell Atoll that the 2 oaths that she's learned over her time traveling with you guys are not enough to define this lie. She'll need to learn the 3rd. You guys decide to leave without attacking the guardians and reach the final destination of the caravan. At the Elar-Adi household, you're all paid and thanked for your time, and you guys buy some things from the mansion's stock. Lucia pulls you aside to explain her ties to the ethereal as the past, and asks you all to find the ethereal in the capital to set up a new path for Yili to take, who will stay with Lucia till then. Karhalle asks Skeeve if he would scry on Jaskier. He sees Jaskier in a battle between magic users and the military. There's a waged battle between the ethereal agents, the seer, and the angel, and a bunch of characters he does not recognize. It seems to him that the agents had attacked Jaskier's squad, and Jaskier is dealt a blow that knocks him unconscious. Everything went black for Geef. A devastated Karhalle finds Atoll with a barrage of questions. Atoll doesn't have the answers, and Karhalle drinks her twinning dreams to connect with Jaskier. So, to start us off, Karhalle, roll me a percentile die. The odds are 80% for you, and there's an 80% chance that you'll succeed. If you were not doing it on the day of Taylor's full moon, it would have been 40% chance that you could succeed.
Just to clarify, is this the one that you gave me and did I give back to you, or do you have another one?
Remember we bought another one?
Oh, that's right.
So
Okay, I
gave
remember.
you the one I bought, and I kept the other one.
Right.
I don't think that really matters.
Oh, and if you guys could decide how much of the tea you guys bought of the common drinks, and you guys can let me know for later.
I rolled a 56.
Lovely. So then with that, as you drink your twinning dreams, in Karhalle, you go to sleep.
Oh, here, wait. Do you want to tell them what you're having me roll?
Oh.
You're a sadist?
Yes. So to start off, please give me a death save.
Not my
This is the final death save. He has failed 2 already. So this will be the final one. If you fail again, he is dead. If you do not fail, then we'll have you roll until you either have 3 successes or you fail, and then he will die. Because in essence, he went down unconscious, and then someone injured him after that, and so he had 2 critical, just automatic fails from there.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's great.
So yes, so okay. So rewinding a bit, you do go to sleep, and so you open your eyes basically to the realm of the threads of this world, right? Twinning Dreams itself makes use of those threads, connecting every individual. And if you have a thread with another individual, you can use it to speak with someone. And that is what the story tells of a dream weaver, a Kori spirit, using those strings that bind every individual in the mortal realm and letting them communicate over those strings. So as you travel along the string, the thread that you have connecting you to Jaskier, you bring your soul, in essence, across the country to speak with Jaskier, who is in the northwest. You're not sure exactly where, and does it really matter? As you open your eyes to a world, a realm that you don't recognize until you do, you are standing presently in front of the herbalist shop that you recognize, Lorcai's or herbalist shop. And so go ahead and give me your rolls, and we'll do that before you move forward.
Okay, D20. You rolled this, by the way, rolled a legendary crit when I was just rolling my dice to see how they are gonna do. It's also the die that gave me the nat 20 charisma check way back when. So okay. So 16.
16? Success. Give me another one.
Okay. Shut up! Shut up!
And this roll is?
Natural 20!
Oh, okay!
No way! No way!
No way. Proof.
No way!
Proof.
What?
Proof.
Send me a picture, please. Send me a
It's
picture,
not even-
please.
It's not
Right
even
now.
hot.
I need to know. I need to see.
I think we need to get that dice.
No,
like,
no one is
examined.
touching this die. No one is touching this die ever. No one is allowed to touch it. No one's allowed to look at it. It is. I'm gonna look at it my
tomorrow.
precious.
Yeah, Rachel, I need you to tell me what kind of voodoo magic she's got on it.
Oh yeah, I need you to go
We're all
through her
asleep
things and make sure she's not mixing a little
sleep
witchcraft
around.
into our game that
Don't you
people
worry.
think includes witchcraft, but doesn't.
Watch your back, Erin.
You're gonna give us all a bad name, Erin, with your magic spells.
I still don't believe it. This picture's
So
a lie.
pretty.
This picture must be a lie. It's Photoshop. She must have prepared it beforehand,
She's
knowing
really
what was
quick.
coming.
Yeah,
You picked
that
up the
too.
dice and put it on 20. Duh.
Okay, so he does not die, but you still,
No.
with a natural 20, that means it's I believe it's 2 successes, and then he wakes because you succeeded already. So
Well, it would just be he's stable, right?
yeah, he's just he's stable. In combat, it would have been that he woke up. But yes, so okay, you are in the front porch of the plant decorated shop that you remember. You have ivy that's crawling over the outside of the herbal shop, and you have different kinds of plants. Some of them you recognize, some you don't, hanging over the door. And the door will open if you go inside. The only thing that's different, though, about this shop versus the one you know is that when you kind of turn your head a bit, there's no street of Eren behind you. Instead, when you turn around fully, you realize that it's almost as though this herbal shop is on an island all alone amidst the Norn Ocean. Like there's waves lapping at your feet, which you're standing at the threshold of this herb shop. And there's just nothing out in the distance. It's just the herbal shop, separate from all the chaos of the world around it, with the lawful waves of Janora's namesake lapping at the door. You smell that strong salted air that sends you back to the temple, the beach temple, way back when. And on this horizon, you see the darkness that had been rolling in, this thunderhead with lightning cracking, this high storm that you knew meant death back from Nemo's soulscape way back when. This storm that represented the destruction that would come to this soulscape if they were killed in their body. And you see it receding on its own. It started to come in, and then you see it dispersing until there's nothing dark on the horizon, just the beautiful midday of, actually it's the beautiful morning, a beautiful sunrise surrounding this herbal shop. You can step in if you'd like. Can't hear you,
Can't hear
Peach.
you. Still can't hear you.
Aaron, you suck. Oh, she heard that.
Yeah, she can hear us. Just can't. Rachel hates you. She's gonna come murder you tomorrow. That's what she's trying to
I'm
do.
gonna burn all your dice.
Again?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, she didn't hear anything. I love you.
What the heck? Why? Now I can't hear anything.
Oh no.
Nice.
You whore. Weird. Okay. Am I good?
Oh, we can hear you.
Yay! Okay, cool. This is fine. I'm fine. We're fine. Okay, cool. Woo!
Oh, that was loud.
What do you just not knowing what to do? She's gonna try to kind of like how she summoned her warhammer in the fight with Wakiti. She's gonna try to summon her bird pipe and see what happens.
Your bird pipe?
Look down at your waist,
Bird pipe,
and it's
yeah.
hanging on your belt like you normally, in the space that you normally have. Okay. She's just gonna sit in the water for a second and against the side of the house next to the door, and she's gonna play that. It's warm. That same song. She hasn't touched her bird pipe since then, but she's gonna play that same song that she played for him. Okay, give me a performance check, please. Actually, since you stop it. It was a 17.
Very good.
Plus, you said I get to add my proficiency bonus because it's a simple instrument. It's the only thing I play. So dirty 20. Dirty 20. This is fun. The music itself is lilting and calming, and it matches perfectly the waves that are surrounding you and lapping at the threshold of the door. And the music itself, the waves themselves almost seem to change their rhythm, where they had been lapping before. They start to lap to the sound of your music, following the same rhythm that you establish. And after about maybe 3 minutes or so of you playing, you hear footsteps coming toward the door. And then you see the door itself to your side opening. And you see Jaskier in a form that you recognize. Although he does look a little bit younger, a little bit less brawny than the last time you saw him. Almost like he's de-aged a couple years, but still very familiar. He's wearing his glasses, the ones that he used for studying. His hair's tied back into a little haphazard knot. Some curls still kind of hanging out, the messy bun look. and he's just blatant confusion. And are you real? What is that? Ow. I don't know. Can you hear me?
I can't hear Liz.
Liz?
You're muted.
You're muted now. Nope.
Nope. You know, this is just
We're having
fine.
all the trouble this session with everything. It's fine.
This
It's
is
'cause
fine.
Nathan's there at Liz's house.
Yeah, Nathan.
You're muted, so you're muted.
I think she's talking to Nathan.
Oh, sorry.
I'm guessing. I'm not certain. I'm just guessing.
I know nothing.
All right, Izzy, you're Jaskier now.
All right.
Hey, Karhalle, I just wanted to tell you that, like, it doesn't matter where you're from. It's the person and the soul, and I was wrong to leave you on that, and
Woo!
I just love you so much, so don't ever leave me again, please. Please.
Technically, we both left.
Okay, can you hear
it's
us
not
now?
like a big deal.
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah! It's me! Something.
I wonder
I'm
why.
the problem. What is it? I don't know the song that well. I was just
Hi.
doing it for you guys.
Hey,
Can you mute
I'm the
again?
problem. It's me.
Oh,
For the stream's sake, that Anti-Hero is Nemo's song.
yes.
Oh
yes.
Yeah. It was
Okay.
great.
So, what did you hear up to? And I'll read.
I just heard "Are You Real?"
Okay, that's it. Are you real? And we'll go from there.
Last I checked.
And he looks out at the water, askance, looks at you. I must be dreaming you, I guess. Okay.
Nope.
Go
Actually-
away. Go away. And he
Wait.
shuts the door.
Hey. Okay. I'll get up and go in then.
You see him making his way through the shop, and you see the front of the herbal shop. Pretty familiar from what you remember. The only difference for this version of the herbal shop is that the inside is covered all over on like all the shelves, all the desk space, all the table space and stuff. It's got these flowers all over them. Plants and flowers spread all over. There's these yellow, what you recognize to be Jaskier flowers, because his name is the term for a plant. It's a term for a yellow buttercup variation. And you see just these buttercups, these Jaskier flowers all over the inside of this herbal shop. But he goes past it and he goes into the back room, where you recognize him to have been doing working on stuff before. And if you follow him, you see him sitting down at the desk. Basically, the last interaction you really had with him that was professional, at least, was him behind his desk looking at papers. And he sits back down, adjusts his glasses again, and continues writing.
Okay, look, I'm actually here. I got the chance to read the book you gave me. It took a while because I don't read Tallinn. I know what happened. Don't ask me how, but I know. I'll explain everything later. I'm just more concerned about there being a later. Are you okay?
I'm sorry. What? This is different from normal. So are you asking me about what happened? What are you talking about?
What's the last thing you remember?
Our squad was transporting a prisoner to the western compound, and then we were ambushed. Oh, we were ambushed by
Shaitan by some magic users. And then everything goes a bit blurry after that. Oh, that looks bad. How do you know about...
Well,
Oh, you're my subconscious, of course you know.
no,
Okay.
I'm not your subconscious. Not your subconscious. Does this happen often? I'm real, but you're acting like this is normal.
Don't answer, and she'll go away.
I'm not going away. Look, what do I need to tell you to convince you that I'm actually here? I used twinning dreams. I saw what happened because...
See, that's where it's crazy. Because one, the real Karhalle wouldn't have used twinning dreams. That's an expensive potion. Why would she do that? And why would she be using any amount of magic that she might have access to, which is illegal and probably very hard for someone like her to come by, to scry on me? It's ridiculous. Why would I stop answering it?
I panicked, okay? I didn't intend to use it. I had some on hand, and I didn't intend to use it. But when I saw what happened, I panicked. I intended to return the favor. I didn't know if you were going to be okay.
Roll a persuasion check, just to convince him that...
Okay. Ooh. 19.
19.
Oh,
Okay, as you're kind of explaining the whole situation and you're kind of, rambling about it, he slowly goes from trying to ignore you writing on the paper to looking askance at you and kind of backing away from the desk a little bit and just shock. Like, and he drops the pencil that he'd been using, the quill, and his chair squeaks as it pushes back away from the table, and he's just looking at you, and almost a mix, a little tiny bit of horror, but just mostly shock and confusion all over him. It's actually you. It's actually you.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Sorry,
why are you in my head?
I tried to summon my healing potion that I had.
Oh, what do you mean?
I try to pull it out of my pocket and see if it's there.
What are you referring to? Is it something you still have?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The healing potions that Gary all gave us.
They will not function the same way, but you pull out the image of one, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had no idea if this was going to work, but my intent was to try to give you this. Repaying a favor or something. The potion that you gave me saved my life and countless others. I wanted to return the favor.
So you were intending to try to heal me across a connection of twinning dreams?
Look, I don't think I could have lived with myself if I didn't do something. And if I couldn't do anything, I was just going to scream at every higher power in the bloody universe until you were okay. So
are you saying I'm okay now? How would you know that?
I mean, I'm guessing if you're not dead, I'm guessing if I was able to speak to you, that means you're okay-ish.
Huh. I guess so. I'm just... Why? Why would you bother? Why would you... Don't you have your own problems going on now?
Because she loves you.
I kind of just I I shut the door in your face just now, and I pretty much did that the last time we talked. And there's a bit of discomfort as he kind of resettles down in the chair. Why?
That's a great question, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, like I always am. I don't know. Look, my mother said I should just leave it and let what happens happen and see if our threads cross again. And I'm trying to find the line between, you know, what's meant to be will be and fighting for what you want. And I'm overall just really angry with myself. This was a moment of panic. I shouldn't be here.
You're fine. I don't mind that you're here. I'm just confused as to why you would be. You don't owe me anything. You did work for me and I paid you and we spent some time together. It was fun. You barely know me.
Oh no.
We
Oh
can't
no.
hear you.
No, he's cut off again. You're still muted.
The dice gods are not favoring this session, apparently.
They want him.
No, the dice. I rolled a nat 20.
The dice gods are.
The
but
dice
D&D
gods.
Can you hear me
gods
now?
are not.
Yes.
Yes.
The D&D gods want Jaskier dead. That's what they want, apparently.
I feel
No,
like-
we're not doing that.
So you guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think what the main problem is that because this has never really happened before like it is now. I think it's because I put the volume for the mic at its highest,
Oh.
and
Ah.
it might be like overextending it. Maybe I don't know. So I'll lower the mic volume maybe and see if that changes anything. Can you guys still hear me? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Cool. Then we shall continue. What did I say last?
I'm not sure.
You're in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So basically he was saying, you don't owe me anything. We had some you did work for me and I paid you. And then we had some good talks and such. But the way I ended things basically kind of canceled out anything that could have happened in his mind. He was kind of like, I kind of shut you down, basically. Why? Like, you don't owe me anything. You don't have to feel like you need to do stuff for me, like the magic spells and stuff like that.
She does.
Give me an insight check, actually.
Ooh. I never. That's a 5, man.
Okay.
Ooh,
And
It's fine.
yeah, you don't get anything beyond his face and like the face of his words, basically.
Oh, look. I don't know what I'm doing here. It's just, you know, the last time I saw you, that was the first time I've ever thought about what I wanted and not just doing what was expected of me. And now that I've started doing that, I know now I'm a deeply selfish person. I know I am now, because I've spent the last 2 months, they blend together, just hoping you were thinking about me half as much as I was thinking about you.
I mean, in the privacy of my own mind, I guess, I wrote you a letter. That's any. I don't know. I don't know if it got to the place you guys were going or if you're there yet, but.
Well, we just made it to Havar. That's about as far as we've gotten. It's been. I will say, Jenda sucked. It was awful.
I wouldn't have.
Absolutely terrible.
I volunteered for a patrol that night.
This is too long of a story for now. This is not how I thought this conversation was gonna go. I'm not entirely sure what to say now. I know I can't fix everything. I hid some things from you, and I got caught up in the adrenaline because that's what I do. I'm head first, eyes closed kind of person. I do wish I could be more like you. Just careful and selfless.
I'd say careful and selfless don't really work out to your benefit that much.
Well, maybe if I was, I'd know when to leave well enough alone.
Listen, Karhalle, you're a great woman, and if things were different, maybe.
But they're not. Our last conversation should have ended with me getting arrested, and then you leaving, and then me getting executed. But it didn't.
And he winces.
But it didn't, and there's a stupid, hopeful, reckless part of me that thinks that means something.
It's who you are, where you're from, it's none of my business, okay? It didn't seem like you were going to cause any damage to my country as far as I knew, so I wasn't honor bound to report you or anything. And I still won't, even though I question.
You're not honor
Doesn't
bound.
matter.
You're not honor bound to report Shaitan? I thought you were a good soldier. Follow your orders. Letter of the law.
Well, maybe I don't always act selflessly. Karhalle, I do hope whatever you're doing works out for the best, whether at least with the least amount of bloodshed or whatever. I don't know what's going on. Frankly, I don't really want to know, because maybe I would be honor bound to do something. But listen, what's going on right now, it's whether it's right or wrong, it's happening. And you're on the other side of it from me, so. Karhalle, I think you should just don't scry on me. Don't look to see what I'm doing. Don't worry whether I'm going to die or not. It's not your problem.
See, here's where you're wrong. It is my problem, and not because I want it to be. Look, Eren wasn't as bad as I was expecting Tal to be. My mind since greatly been changed. If I had realized how bad it is here, our last conversation would have gone much differently. This country is as backwards and cruel as Cal. Not as bad as Kel, I guess. I guess you guys believe you're doing the world good, but in my mind, violence is violence. Death is still lost. Doesn't matter whose name it's in. I was always told that Tal was just this country full of hypocritical religious nuts who used Taylor as an excuse to claw for more power. I was wrong. You also have genuine religious nuts who believe that a cub should be executed if they show a semblance of magic that's not from your precious Taylor. Look, I think the Alethi are crazy. I thought the Kellans that took my people's land, I thought they were bloodthirsty, but I've seen a whole different level of horror in this bloody country.
That's not true about all of us, and you already know that.
Tal is going to watch the world burn. The last Chaitan is going to hang from your gallows, and they're going to celebrate. They're going to call it justice. You're a bloody fool if you think that's what Taylor wants. And you certainly wouldn't be the man I thought you were.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage, please.
I feel like I'm watching a soap opera and I'm over here like...
I know!
Ask me what I rolled, Liz.
Do I want to know? These dice aren't fair. You're right, Isabel.
I rolled a 19 and a natural 20.
What the actual heck?
Cannot.
Wow.
Can't
What the
even.
actual heck?
So as you finish
It's 23.
this outburst, and he's just kind of sitting staring at you with, like, there's understanding there's sympathy in what you're saying, there's even agreement in his eyes and stuff. When you finish your outburst and you get to the end of that, there's almost a crumpling in his expression, and he puts his hand up, covers his face. After all I've been seeing up here in the West, what's going on with the druids and savages and...
The druids. Please tell me you're not near the Ati.
We haven't been told who exactly what they call themselves.
Do they wear blue paint?
Some do.
You're telling me you're fighting the Ati, a peaceful people. My mother's Ati.
The savages attacked our peace-seeking ministers. They killed them in cold blood, but...
And you
Karhalle,
believe everything you're told?
I'm not trying to argue with you, Karhalle. You're right. After all I've seen, you're right. It's not what it should be.
You said
What
you think
the military wants is far past a line that's probably been stepped over 100 times.
Look,
But
Jaskier, you said you think Tal could change. That you're hoping to be a part of it. You're not going to change the world by following your orders and being a good soldier. You're killing the ones who are actually making a difference. This country doesn't need more good soldiers. They need just a few who are bold enough to show people that this isn't the Tal Jezrien. This isn't the Tal that you fight for, that your father died for. That Tal, it's gone now. They've covered it in lies and hate. And I think you understand what following Taylor really means. And either you're too scared to do anything about it, or you think you're not enough to cause any real change. Either way, you're wrong.
You're right. And but it's harder than what you're saying, Karhalle. You might not be deeply invested in such a big country with such. It's harder than you might think to detach yourself from it. There's people to think about. My family, Lord Kai, my sister. Their standing depends on what I do. If I desert, then everything will blow back on them. I can't just abandon them because I think differently from everyone else.
What if it
What's
was
the point of doing good if I can't protect those I love?
What if it was Lily? What if Lily was Jaitan, a mageborn? What if you had listened to the voice that told you to turn me in? Come on.
I would have been able to live with myself.
I'm technically a mageborn. Turn me in. I won't let you. You'd have to kill me yourself. I don't think you could. But go ahead. Hunt me down. Death to the heretic. That's a word you called me.
Enough.
Or it's what you called Kellans, and they took my people's land, so that makes me Kellan.
They took my people's land too. Ta. But I grew up there, so it's mine, but it wasn't my father's originally.
But you fight for them.
Maybe you're right. And actually, looking at the time now, everything starts to disperse. By everything dispersing, you start to disperse. And you start becoming translucent. Your hands that you had been able to see, like the reflective vision of the bare form of your soul, starts to disperse to dust. And he goes, well, you're right. Maybe I don't have to.
You've got other options. Don't let them make you think that the world is black and white. It's not. You have options. You can make a difference. The ethereal, they're good people. The seer, try to talk to her if you can.
And you disperse with that.
Oh, okay.
You are cut off at 30 minutes. 30 minutes is going to be the cap of Coel's spoken conversation. But go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 2.
Good conversation.
It was.
And with a natural 20.
And there was a
That'll
part
be
that I
insane.
wanted to say that I missed.
Ooh, I'm sorry, love. So,
Fail?
what was that Constitution saving throw?
A 2.
Okay, coming.
Oh
as
wait,
you wake
I
up
forgot
next
to add.
morning-
I forgot to add mine. It's 9.
There you go. When you wake up, though, you will have exhaustion. A point of exhaustion. So all of your ability checks for the rest of the day will be at disadvantage. So that is what you dream, and when you open your eyes, as you were disintegrating in front of Jaskier, and your last thing you said was to connect with the ethereal, and him having you, in essence, having convinced him over the course of this conversation that what the military is doing is wrong. And though he might have already known that in the back of his mind, the concept of him standing still and being a part of something evil, well, misguided at least, is wrong. And he's a man who has a good sense of right and wrong and tries to follow it. So we'll see if that comes into anything later on as you waking up to the morning. But before we get there, Kanari,
Oh boy.
as you have slept over the evening,
Uh-huh.
As always, you don't dream, but you can see the memories of Tai and her
Oh boy.
past.
Oh boy.
What you see this time reminds you of the last dream that you had of her memories a little while ago when you had been holding someone in the body of a different in the body of a past life of Tai's, a past soul that she was attached to before you, actually. And this time you hear her in the back of this person's mind, and you're still holding the body of the man, Kaor Rin, holding this knife up to his chin. And you remember how this had ended when, and you feel Tai take control as she forces him to drop the knife. And you see Tao and Day at a distance. You see soldiers of the city of Adar. You see their soldiers in their robes and their beautiful gleaming golden everything accoutrement. Like their spears are golden, their helmets are golden, everything. It's shining. It's reflecting the bright light of the summer Gan desert sun. And Tai forces this body to drop the knife as he's been threatening to kill Kaor Rin. And you realize as Tai says, "I'm sorry, Kadyu," and you realize this body, this past body of Tai's, was named Kadyu Tai.
You're gonna have to spell that for me.
Kadyu, Kadyu, Kadyu.
A-D-Y.
And she goes, I'm so sorry, Kadyu." And you hear him as he's surrounded by soldiers and forced down to his knees and led to what he knows and therefore what Tai knows and therefore what you know as his execution. He goes, "Tai, what they're doing is wrong. You must know that. I do." And she goes, I know. I know that. Kadyu, I'm sorry. And he goes, "Don't be sorry. Do something about it." And that's when you wake up.
Oof.
And you're back in your body. And the Elar-Adi household, the quarters that you guys were set aside by Lucia. Very nice rooms, by the way. She pulled out like her nicer guest rooms for you guys. Inala, you sleep, nothing too troublesome in your dreams. There's a bit of like you wake up with a little bit of unease, but you don't remember what it was you might have dreamed about. Nemo, you slept and did not dream. Except when you wake up, you get the feeling that something might have been watching you in the back of your head. But that's not something from a dream. It just continues once you wake up and you feel like someone's watching you over your shoulder. But every time you look, there's no one there. So, what are you guys doing for this morning?
Quick question. You mentioned that the soldiers are dressed in like bright gold armor. That doesn't seem like the armor that Captain Norville was wearing, right? It's not like the same kind of armor.
No. This is like they're mostly bare-chested with what looks to be like some sort of material, like woven tapestry kind of material at their waists, like not loincloth but bigger. I forget what it's called when it's like a wider flap, but it's like a skirt around them. And then they have golden like vambrances and shoulder I don't know what those are called,
Pauldrons, yeah.
Pauldrons, and then golden helmets with feathers coming out of them. Very Egyptian vibes as a meta description.
Right. Okay.
But
Makes
yeah,
sense.
the golden armor that you saw with Norval was full covering plate armor
Right.
and glowing gold.
Okay, thank you.
But yes. So for this morning, are you guys going to stick around in the Elar-Adi household? Today is the 31st. What am I saying? It's the first day of next month. Thank you. Here. first day of next month of Eo. What are you guys doing? Are you guys going to start finishing your travels to the capital, or is there something you guys would like to do before leaving?
This is fine. I'm fine.
I mean, I guess we should. I mean, I don't know if there's any point not leaving.
You guys have been given your kind of ask for the favor directive by Lucia to go and connect with the ethereal in the capital and find a new place for Yili to be. And you guys, yeah, I believe that's it. And then you guys can also decide now how much of the common drinks you guys bought or buy to carry with you. You can buy up to, I would say they would cap you guys at about 5 gold for anything because they don't want to clear out their own stores.
I was hoping to buy like a few of each of them, basically.
We are going to the capital.
You are going to the capital. That's true.
We don't really need to stock up particularly. So
How long is it going to take for that?
To get to the capital, it's going to be a day of travel, give or take, depending on what happens. But yes, it originally would have taken a couple days for you guys to get there. But since you are traveling with Karhalle and she has Wapiti at her side, you guys will travel. Your travel is cut in half.
Okay.
Dina, another random question for you. Would I have heard about the ethereal like at the monastery or anything? Like, you know, anyone mentioned it or talked about it there?
Give me a history check, and that will determine.
Oh boy, my strong suit.
Ooh.
History. Where's my page? There it is.
13. You have heard of them specifically because some of the monks have been hired on jobs to go root out ethereal stockpiles or ethereal plants in certain areas. Or to just do general retcon over different areas that the ethereal are known to be by the Talora ministry and by other characters as well. The acolytes are a rather neutral group. They can be hired by different individuals. You guys, so we'll leave it at that. You guys have been hired before, so you know of the ethereal. I would say even you might be able to track down someone that's had interactions with the ethereal before within the monastery. You might be able to track down where that information would be at least. So if you found a monastery in the capital, I would say you could try to find their stored information on the ethereal.
Okay. Cool.
Go ahead. Okay, so if you guys don't have anything left to do at the Elar-Adi household, are you guys moving on?
I was just gonna go see Atal, like first thing when I got up.
You will find her in the stable. She is brushing down her mare, and she's like kind of whispering to it, and she feeds a couple like little sugar cubes to hers.
He's okay.
She kind of startles a little bit, turns to you.
Oh, I know you don't really know him
Jaskier?
or particularly care. But
I mean, if I didn't know who you're talking about now, well, you kind of were yelling at me about him earlier, last night. So is he okay?
Yeah, he's okay.
I'm glad. Hey, look at that. My prayers were answered. And she continues brushing her mare.
Well, Taylor, I don't think had anything to do with it, so.
Her brushing pauses, and she turns to look at you. Well, even if he didn't, I mean, you were ready to get angry at him even though he really didn't have anything to do with this either. So if you're willing to be angry at him, maybe you could be happy that, well, wouldn't it make sense for you to be thankful to him, I guess?
I'm going to say no. On the grounds of the country being in the state that it is.
She starts checking the horse's hooves and like pulling out rocks and stuff like that. So Taylor can only do bad?
Yes.
I don't like where this conversation is going. So
You hear a
I
rock
just
pebble
wanted
like
to tell
hit the
you.
ground.
I just wanted to tell you that it was
I'm really
Not
glad,
a-
Karhalle, that he's okay, because I know
Not a
that
great
meant a lot to
conversation.
you.
I may have
Wait.
done something a little bit rash.
No, you? Karhalle doing something rash?
Hey,
Crazy. As she continues with another hoof.
look, I know I can be reckless and intense at times. But you know, my father always told me that fate often rewards the reckless, and I'm not a
I have
religious
heard
person.
direct opposite things from my father.
Well, case in point, he's fine, and I didn't even have to scream at any higher powers to fix him, so better than the last time someone I cared about almost dying. This time went a lot better, I think.
That's great. Concerning, but great. She pats the rump of the horse, so she kind of comes back to face you, and she gives you kind of just a look as she's because you're kind of I'd say you're kind of like got that glowing happiness energy of something like bad having been like something bad not having happened and stuff, and she's just like, I am really glad, Karhalle, and I don't know, maybe Taylor is watching over the guy like you wanted him to be. Because, I mean, if you were that freaked out over it, then I don't know.
Maybe.
It meant something to you. Maybe that meant something to him. I don't know.
At least
I
out
doubt
loud, I
that.
won't say I'm in love.
I doubt it, but I appreciate your prayers and stuff.
Sure.
We're gonna
Did you
get
talk
going.
to the guy? I prayed about that
That's
too.
That's what I meant when I said I did something rash.
What did you say?
No,
I love
no,
you?
no.
I mean, that would be weird.
She should have.
I didn't. That would be weird.
I mean, you do only know
I-
the guy, like, barely at all, right? You've only known him for, what, 2 days? 3 days?
A week, first of all.
What a difference.
Wow. Thanks.
I'm just saying.
That-
And she bites
that
into an
makes me
apple,
feel-
one of the red apples that you guys got from the
You know,
kid from
I don't have to stand here and take this. I will take my emotional bonding elsewhere. Thank you.
Maybe
Okay.
spend some of that time. And she,
Away.
like, it follows you out, taking care of your horse. But you leave the stables.
This is fine. I'm fine. We're fine.
We're all fine.
So, do you guys collectively pick up your things and head out?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Kanari
you
would be very hurt that Karhalle is not sharing the tea with her, but it's fine. She doesn't know, so it's okay. So Karnari would be, she's invested in your love life at this point with Jaskier. So She'd be
I
very
thought you
hurt.
meant literal tea. I thought you meant the actual tea that we just.
Why aren't
acquired
you
the
selling the
previous
stuff
day.
you bought? Why aren't you sharing it with us, Aaron?
No.
What a jerk
Like, we
player.
bought the tea together. I didn't think I needed to share mine with you.
You're so confused. You're like, what? No,
So,
anyway,
guys, sorry. You guys can
ask.
I
Would
was
she
just
know
gonna
to ask? Oh, sorry, DM. Go ahead.
I don't think she would, unless Karhalle, unless Kanari wants to roll an insight check to see if anything's bothering or messing with Karhalle.
Why not?
As you guys
We
are
can
collecting
just
your
say-
stuff and getting
let's
ready to
just say,
go and
yeah.
everything, yeah.
We're ready.
I will ask everyone to give me animal handling checks though for their
Oh,
horses
boy.
that they've been traveling it with
Oh,
for
boy.
some time now. If you guys are successful on this one, you guys will be unlocking
Level
some animal stuff.
I got a 16 for my insight, DM. Just by the way.
16. Karhalle, you can roll either deception or persuasion, however you would play.
15.
I'm not hiding anything. I'm an open book.
Yeah, Kanari, you definitely notice that she seems like a travesty averted, like, kind of vibes.
Okay.
Um,
all right.
So as you guys are like working with the rustlers, getting your horses set up with some more food intact for your guys' continued almost finished travels, Kanari, you definitely notice stuff going on with Karhalle. But what are those animal handling checks? So for future reference,
14.
19.
14,
dirty
19, dirty 20, Nemo
15.
15.
Mhm.
Wow,
Pretty good,
everyone.
Can you-
honestly. Pretty
Can
good.
you guys still hear Nemo, by the way, Nathan?
Yeah.
We can hear
Okay,
it.
good. Then yeah. So you said 15, Nathan?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, Anala. But I don't think Anala has a horse. This is
Oh wait, she doesn't.
Anala.
just-
If you would like a
me.
horse, you can
Okay.
buy a horse from their stables here. It'll cost more than a regular horse would, just because their horses aren't like they don't necessarily have extra horses. They're all used for a certain purpose. But you could
probably
spend.
ride with a toll. Until
If you would
Yeah,
like,
I was
you could
just
spend.
gonna-
Okay, yeah, you could
Yeah.
definitely ride with a toll. Okay, so actually on that note here, let me roll for a toll.
Roll forward, toll.
Ooh, natural 18. Awesome.
Ooh, way to
Nice.
go,
Okay, so
everybody.
everyone who rolled a 15 and above, and that's Nemo. You guys, I'm sorry to everyone who rolled a 15 and above. You guys now can use mounted fighting rules if you guys are in a fight where you're mounted, kind of thing. So mounted fighting rules, basically, your horse will be at the same initiative that you are, but for your horse, you can choose up to 3 things that hold on, let me open it.
Interesting. What kind of speed
Mounted
does a
combat.
horse have?
You'll have to look it up. You guys have a regular riding horse. So your mount. So when you're mounted and combat breaks out, it'll take 5 feet to dismount, or 5 feet to jump onto a horse if you're not on at all at the time that combat breaks out. So 5 feet of movement would be sacrificed to get on or off. Let's see. If an effect moves your mount against your will, it'll be a DC 10 dexterity saving throw to fall off the mount, to get off the mount before it gets knocked over, or you fall off and land prone within 5 feet. Let's see. The things that you can do are dash, disengage, and dodge. Those are the actions you can choose for your horse. So it's basically the orders that you have now, after having them out for a while, are able to kind of like teach the horse in a sense. The horse already knows these orders because it's a trained horse though. So the thing is more like you getting used to the horse and used to controlling the horse. But yeah, so you can dash with the horse as the horse's action, disengage or dodge. So in essence, it gives you the bonus actions of a
Nice.
of a rogue while you're on top of the horse.
That's pretty cool.
But if you didn't succeed in this, then your horse would still be independent, in which case it does its own thing.
And it might flee, combat, and rush to attack, and blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
You still provoke opportunity attacks, by the way. They can target you or the mount. So if you're in combat, your mount may die.
Unless you disengage by the horse.
Exactly. True.
But, you know, they can still attack the horse if they want to, you know. Just
Exactly.
so horses
keep that in mind.
Speed is 60 feet, by the way. So
60 feet for your horses. You guys can write this down.
Is it different for mine because I have a war horse?
No, we'll go with the same
Cool.
price.
Just making sure.
No worries.
war horse.
If you
So
bought a
does-
more expensive horse, then maybe.
So does
Yes,
this mean
Emma?
I can't fight like while I'm on the horse? Like I'll have to get off.
You do not have control of the mount. We'll
Oh,
we'll
okay.
flavor the role as more so you haven't spent that much time with Atoll's horse to be able to
Mhm.
control it if you're on it alone. But Atoll does. Atoll has control of it, so if she's mounted with you, then she can control it for that effect.
Mhm.
But if it's only you on the horse will act independently from you.
Okay.
So she could fight. She just has to deal with wherever the horse is at the moment. That's
Yeah.
kind of where she's at, unless you jump off, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Which you're super fast. You could totally do that. I'm imagining Enola shooting arrows while she's standing on the back of the horse as Atoll
Yes!
is riding.
like
Yeah.
you know when they jump off and they run by the horse and flip back around so they're
Yeah.
facing the other
Yeah.
way. That's what Enola does. She's like behind
Okay.
us, like
Future
They're
reference,
just like
guys.
Legolas and Gimli.
yes.
Basically.
Oh my goodness, I love that duo so much.
Oh, sorry. Actually, for the evening, by the way, Kanari. Well, okay, never mind. The evening has passed already, so it's not gonna be a retcon thing. If you,
Oh,
I was
boy.
gonna ask if you had done the Coel flower that you were given.
No,
The
I'm waiting
contact-
for
Okay,
the moon, the easy.
got it. Got it. Cool. Okay, so continuing on, you guys are moving onwards to the capital. As you guys are
the
traveling,
capital.
this is going to be a skill challenge of a sort to kind of collectively
sorry.
overcome the ending travels here. So the way we're going to do this time, I'm going to have you guys give me your writing order right off the bat, and this will just be your consistent writing order that you guys stay in. So Atoll and Enola are 1. So as you guys travel, who's going to be in front?
I shall.
Probably.
Karhalle?
Yeah.
That's fine.
What'd you say, Nathan?
I will probably be last.
Nemo's last. Okay.
I'll be after Karhalle.
Kanari, got it. And then Atoll and / Enola in the center. Good
So
to
wait,
know.
what exactly are we rolling for? Kind of just to see if we get there, because it's not how quick, right? Because Karhalle kind of helps us with that.
It's not how quick. But if you guys it's not necessarily how quick, it'll be kind of how things go. Because
Okay.
there's gonna be some obstacles as you guys go through, and we'll describe that through the through the skill challenge, and then you guys will tell me, oh, okay, I'm gonna take over trying to overcome this obstacle, etc. Kind of thing. So if you succeed, then the obstacle will slow you down, and maybe the time that it takes to get there will be lengthened, or maybe something else happens as the consequence to failure, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
And if you guys will have 3 fails versus 5 successes. And if you
Okay.
guys, let me double check that. Yeah, 5 successes. And if you guys fail 3 times before you get 5 successes, then there will be consequences. If you don't, then there will be consequences, maybe rewards. Who knows? But okay, everyone's gonna choose a role for these. This skill challenge will be a little different. So it'll be everyone will have a role, and so I'll send the obstacles that apply to that role toward that
Okay.
person to roll for, kind of thing.
Okay.
It'll be the same thing with skills. Like if
Interesting.
you use one skill once, you can't use the second time within the same skill challenge.
Yeah.
But there'll be special tasks that I'll be pitching towards you guys that you guys can come up with
Okay.
ideas of figuring out,
Cool.
overcoming with your own abilities. But anyway, so roll 1, and you guys can have double rolls, by the way, if you want to do the same thing twice. But anyway, roll 1, navigator, because now you guys are not following the caravan. It'll be up to you guys to get where you're going. So navigator, they're the GPS, and they'll be just making sure you guys are going straight. Scout will be the person keeping track of dangers. Self-explanatory, I think. They're the first call on perception checks. And Defender will be the third. I know, right? So I'm assuming Kanari Kanari Scout, Karhalle
Navigator.
Sorry,
Sure.
Kanari
Do you want
Scout.
me to be? Do you guys want me to be navigator or defender?
Probably defender.
Let's listen to all the
both.
options. Let's listen to all the options.
Okay.
True.
Okay.
And then there's utility. And you can have multiple of each of these if you want. By the way, if you think this is going to be, if you think the travel will be a little bit rougher on the fighting stuff, then you might have an extra defender. Utility is for almost anything, any special tasks. So keeping track of food, stuff like that. Provisioner. They might be reading or researching as you guys are traveling, keeping an item safe or making sure someone else is safe. Just in essence, taking care of all the stuff that doesn't apply to the other things. So navigating, scout, and defender.
I'd say Nemo on that one.
Utility probably is best for me.
Okay.
I kind of
Nemo utility, scouts, Kanari,
Kanari.
navigator.
I should probably navigate.
And you both could be defense or whatever.
Well,
True.
Anala
If you
and
want to
Atoll-
double up on something, you can say that too. I could just send
Anala and
navigator
Atoll
checks
can probably-
to Karhalle. And Nala and Atoll, both defenders.
could probably
Yeah, there you go.
Solid.
That works.
checks
Okay
out.
then. So then we shall begin. So as you guys
boy.
start traveling, things honestly aren't bad. The sun is honestly getting a little bit lighter. Here it's still very hot, but it's not as hot as it has been. Let me pull up the pages. At a certain point, though, about halfway through the day, it's later afternoon when this comes up. Give me perception check, Miss Navigator.
All right.
I mean, whoa, sorry, Scout.
He's not.
You're right,
Please
you're right.
don't tell me perception check. I don't want to do a perception check.
Oh, I was
you
like,
don't
what?
want me to do a perception check. Oh, not
What am I looking for? Perception.
Perception is a big old
19.
hero.
19.
18.
Very nice. And that is a success. As you notice ahead of you guys, not something dangerous, but it's you see what looks to be you feel and you hear this from what seems to be a couple men shepherding these rams. They sound like rams from a distance. And Kanari, if you want to give me a nature check, you can for specifying what you're hearing exactly. But you hear what seems to be two men shepherding a bunch of animals at a distance, which is kind of odd for being in a desert. You guys are still surrounded by almost nothing. There's some like brown shrubbery that looks like it wouldn't feed any kind of animal. But you guys do notice that there's some crystals that are growing out of these brown shrubbery, purplish, more indigo crystals that are growing out. Kanari, what was that again?
15 for the nature check.
15. Nature check, not a part of the what's it called? Skill challenge itself, but you do recognize that these are night rams, and you recognize them as the kind of livestock that herders raise, the kind of livestock that night silk comes from, the rope that Anala is holding, carrying in her backpack. That unbreakable rope is night silk coming from night rams, from their wool. It is woven into silk that is almost that's bulletproof in essence, but without being like, there's no bullets in this world, but like you can't cut it with a knife. Regular.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Like
Exactly.
alpaca, like Kevlar made of alpaca wool.
Exactly. And you know this, see this from a distance. Kanari, you do hear that they notice you, and you from this distance you got pretty good. You notice that they notice you guys, and you even get this, it's high enough. You even get the sound of knocked arrows from this distance. Everyone else has not noticed these guys up until now, but you can point them out if you like.
Guys, I think there's like some shepherds ahead or something. They got some rams, but they do have arrows that I think might be pointing at us. So just be alert, I suppose.
Okay, well,
you guys-
Kanari, you can catch arrows, so that would be really cool.
True.
I will try my best. Wax on.
Or
As I hear
Um,
her say that they might have bows and arrows, can I take mine out and kind of just like
no.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't want
You
in
can
case I'm
prepare it.
ready? Okay.
Yeah,
We're
defender.
guns
Yeah.
out, like 3, 2, 1.
Yep. Are you guys going to try to circumvent these guys, or are you going to
I mean,
approach them and kind of
probably.
Yeah.
follow along?
Should we kind of go around them?
That's fine. We're not.
Yeah.
Like,
we
It's
don't wanna-
totally your
make
choice.
make a circle around them to make it clear that we're not wanting to interact with them.
We could circle
Like, we
around them
don't-
and just scare them.
As you guys get
I'd
split
I
up
would
and
rather-
everyone flanks them.
I'd rather not
We
get
could
shot
steal. We
today.
could steal the
thanks.
sheep as well and make our own rope.
It's
and
true. We could make some
funny
We're
money.
not
Rope.
stealing.
Not that I know how to, but we could.
We're not stealing
try.
from
You guys
people,
do
you
know night silk is worth a lot of money. It is worth a lot of money.
Hey guys! I think those are. I'm pretty sure I know what those are. We make like really crazy things and hell with that.
Yeah, they're night rams. They produce night silk shade something.
Yeah,
You know
got the
night
first
silk
one.
to be something that like upper
Yeah.
like high holders will just wear under their clothes just normally. Like it's just their under clothing, basically. Because it's protective and assassinations are a thing, so
If we wanted, we could maybe check if they are selling. I mean, I'm sure they have plenty on hold, and from there directly, it's probably cheaper.
You
like
actually want
night silk gloves
buy
could be worth
some, Nemo?
hundreds of gold.
You know, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and guess that these random shepherds don't have product with them that they're willing to sell.
At this point, you guys are close enough to see that these guys are holding longbows that are aimed at you guys as you guys are like in close enough to see and be in range.
The fact that they're so cautious about it means they probably do. This is prized livestock.
Oh yeah, there's about maybe 40 or so rams that are just milling about. Some of them are close enough to you guys to be in range for your like own attacks.
They don't want to be bothered clearly, and we just got paid.
We don't want
Exactly.
livestock.
We have money.
We don't
Guys,
want
these are-
livestock.
We already have these
No, we don't
horses we
need the
have to
livestock. We
worry
can get-
about.
No, we
You
can-
hear one of them shout out, "Careful there, stranger! Keep your distance!"
I'm gonna call out to them. What do you have available?
Ignore him.
What are you
please.
talking about, stranger?
Nemo,
Those
shut
are
up.
night sheep, right?
What they are, no concern to you, sir. Please move on.
Nemo, let it go.
We
Nemo,
have
let
we
it
have
go.
money. We're prepared to buy.
Nemo, we're not buying livestock.
I don't want the sheep.
We only sell to known buyers, sir.
I am a noble. You probably know my parents.
We don't
Oh
want
no!
livestock.
Don't start that.
Okay. There's a bit of a lowered bow situation, and the guy kind of cocks his head to the side. What noble you talking about?
Do I know what
Oh, my.
Names?
like my name? Yes, but my name is
You're in tall.
yeah.
So
No, I know. What is a dignified family from?
Lucia, the one you just left, the Elar-Adi household, is up there. She's known.
What would be one that like
CN
my
household
parents,
that
my
you guys
parents
just
would
left?
have mingled with? Like I would have. They
Oh,
would have been
no
at
one here
dinner.
no one from here.
No.
No, you have no contact with Tal. Like Tal is Japan back before the borders were opened up.
Okay.
This is like being in Japan, but you do have those two names. If you want to roll a history check, you can to know other names.
Yeah, I'll roll a history check.
Roll a history check, please.
Um, 15.
15. Okay. This history check, you do get okay. Are you trying to think of places that are nearish to where you were at?
I am literally, well, my thought process was any dealings that I would be familiar with. But if my parents didn't deal with anybody, then
No one here would have. Okay, sorry. Correction on things. You do have night silk in Cal. It is sold there, but it's through illegal
vendors and
means
stuff.
and
Okay.
like merchants. Even when merchants are banned from selling to outside sources and stuff, it happens anyway, no matter what. Even in America and stuff like that, right? It'll happen no matter what. But there are heavy like tariffs and stuff like that that'll happen just because it's blacklist dealings and stuff like that. Anyway, so anyone, you could go for like a high noble of Kel, but that's kind of suspicious. Yeah, so it still won't work out. But there are vendors that would sell to Kel, but they wouldn't openly do so either.
Mhm.
So you talking like this kind of interaction, it wouldn't work out in your benefit kind of thing, and they might not even know the nobles that it's sent to kind of thing. They would sell to merchants that are willing to go and travel to Cal and stuff illegally.
Yeah.
And they would be the ones doing that kind of dealing. It wouldn't be the herders themselves. They're the creators of the silk.
I know. I was more just saying that for the sake of piquing interest.
Okay, yeah. So nobles, great houses of Tal. One that's nearby is Khani Azad. The Khani Azad family. You don't know very much about them at all. Most of these will just be names to you.
Yeah, okay.
You recognize Khani Azad because it was part of a run that you had during school for the great houses of Tal. And you also get the Bain Khoi house. Bain Khoi. Beyond, and then that's not including the Elar-Adi that you already know and the Siantal house, which is where Lusitania is from.
So Bain Khoi, you said?
But yeah, Bain Khoi and the Khani Azad.
Khoi.
Koi? Is it Koi
All right,
or Koi?
I'll keep going closer.
Khoi.
How close are we to them at this point?
It comes to mind that the name Koi is Yasna, the scholar that was traveling with the Elar-Adi.
Okay.
She may have been of that house.
Interesting.
Okay. How close are we to them at this point?
You're close enough to be. You're within earshot, but you haven't gotten super close yet. Would you wish to approach them to not be shouting distance from them?
Yes. Well, they did lower their.
No, he didn't lower it. It like twitched down everything as he cocked his head, and it's now it's now on you again.
Oh boy.
Not on you specifically. You cannot tell who they're aiming at necessarily. But if you wanted to roll like a insight check to determine who they're aiming at, you could.
I'll go up. I'll ride towards them with my hands up in the air. No weapons,
up
no
in the
weapons.
air.
We mean no harm.
Roll a persuasion check. And this will be part of our
Oh boy, we
So
were gonna
great.
pass him right by, and he's like, "Nope."
I
he's
know.
utility, guys. This is the outside of the normal question, the normal rolls.
14.
14 is
Okay.
a fail as an arrow releases
Oh.
and shoots toward you. So let's do this.
Really?
Okay, this arrow hits the side of your saddlebag, right next to your thigh, as he lowered his shot and aimed downwards instead of a kill shot. It stabs right into your saddlebag, and it and thunk into your saddlebag is very, very concerning, as it is right next to your thigh. And you hear him go, "Careful there, stranger. We don't make dealings with people we don't know. Keep your distance."
I mean no harm, and I'll pull up my horse. I'm from the family of Tao. You must know us.
You're from a
I'm from the family of Tao. You must know me.
Tao?
Tao, like my own name.
Oh, okay. I don't recognize this name.
What was the other name? The long name?
The Bain Khoi.
Bain Khoi. I
DM.
am cousins to the Bain Khoi.
Yes.
As soon as he shot his
Oh.
arrow, I'm gonna hold up mine. I'm not gonna let go, but I'm gonna get into my.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness,
Okay.
you're escalating.
And-
I'm not
Okay.
letting go. I'm not letting go. I'm just getting ready.
And Are you threats to us or not? Your friend there seems to think she's a threat.
I mean, you shot at me.
But go ahead and roll me a deception check, though.
Deception is what I do best. 30. Oh, never mind. Nope. 18.
18. Okay. So he goes, cousin to the buying koi. Huh. And he looks at the other guy. We haven't heard of any further dealings with the buying koi. They haven't contacted us for years.
Well, no, but my family does. If you don't know my family, you must know them.
And there's like whispering they're still holding, but they're kind of looking away from their shots at this point. Tell your friend to put down her bow, and we can talk.
And I'll
We'll let you approach. If you try anything funny, we will shoot to kill.
No, I can take care of myself. It's okay.
Nemo,
If they
you've
shoot at
proved
you, you can
countless
shoot
times
them.
that you
Don't worry.
cannot take care of yourself. Step back.
Nemo,
I'm not
are you
gonna
really
put it
this
down.
desperate for butt rope?
Nemo,
Wait,
they
what happened?
don't have product with them. They just have the sheep.
No, yet we don't know.
Granted,
Okay.
Nemo
ask.
could assume that, I mean, if they're out here taking care of their livestock, they were probably near where they live, kind of thing, and they might have stock there.
Exactly. Thank you, DM.
Nemo, they will allow you to approach. Do you do so?
Yeah, I'll get off the horse.
They still hold their arrows on your friends, and then try anything funny, we shoot the little one.
What joke.
You
I'll
won't
look
get the
back and
chance.
I'll look at me and I'll be like, oh, it told.
Yep. Atoll's kind of looking. Nemo, are you sure about this?
Just duck.
Okay, but what if they hit my horse?
I can help your horse. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
Nemo,
so
just
approach them,
ask.
and they allow you to. Just ask what?
I think just ask.
I saw your sheep, and I was just wondering if, you guys had anything for us to buy on hand.
You get closer, and they're still holding the arrows on the guys. Do you pull up your horse next to theirs?
I'll leave it with them and then walk towards them.
Oh, okay. So on foot, they're like, careful of the rams. They've killed things bigger than you. And the night rams like perk up and see you walking by. And this is separate from the skill challenge. These rolls here. The first roll of this little encounter was, but the rest of your rolls will not be. But give me a animal handling check to not cause them to attack you as you're walking through a herd of night rams as you go.
12, 15.
Nemo dies by
You're walking with night rams, and you are trying. To be honest, you're trying to exude like a very innocent air toward the animals around you, and the magic that's in you kind of stirs a bit. And the night rams perk up at you as you're walking past, and then completely ignore you as you walk by. And some of them actually come up to you and start to like brush up next to you and like rub their horns and stuff like gently against your body and everything, like almost as though they like you. So some of them ignore you, but some of them come up next to you and start just kind of like.
I'll pet a few of them.
And both of these guys are just completely like the arrow kind of falls, the knocked bows that they have kind of falls as they're just shocked, gobsmacked by the fact that this is happening. And you hear whispering between the two of them, which is kind of out of earshot for you. But there's just gobsmacked expressions on them as you near. You get up to them, and they're on horse. They're a lot bigger than your guys'.
Yeah, is it out of my earshot?
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
I was actually gonna say something, but I don't think she would have had her connect up.
23.
You guys need to come up with like a hand signal that you guys can make for Kanari to. Oh, that won't work. Okay.
Oh yeah, that
sound. A sound. You guys could say like a whistle of some sort. Caca. Yeah, that you guys could say for her to be like, oh, that's the connect cue.
Or a whistle.
Sorry, hotline.
Yeah, a whistle, not bad.
Ring.
Future reference. But yeah. So Kanari, what was that roll?
23.
23. Okay, yeah, totally. They whisper between themselves, and you hear them go,
Dude, I've never. Dude. Anyway, they don't say dude, but I've never seen night rams treat anyone like this. Like the last time I got that close to one of our rams' heads, it bit my it bit off my pinky and everything. And there's just like basically just the confusion that this guy is able to walk through these night rams and not be attacked by them. It's crazy. Night rams are known for being dangerous and highly unfavorable of human beings. But you get up to them and they're still just surprised. But you wanted to do business here, stranger?
Yeah. I was just.
We don't have product on us. We'd have to. If you have gold, we could make a deal going back to the house. And he looks at the rest of you guys. I don't know how I feel about strangers, though. Maybe just you. You look easily manageable. And he looks at his right.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
That sounds like a very bad.
No.
I'm gonna call over to them. You flatter me.
You cannot hear this. They're talking at regular voices. Unless you want to roll.
Never mind. Nah,
Unless you want to roll here. But
Sure,
as of now, the
I
only one
said it, so I'll
overhearing
roll.
this conversation is Kanari.
Okay, I rolled
go
a
for it.
13.
13, you cannot hear this conversation.
Dang it.
You see their mouths moving at a
didn't
distance.
say that then. I didn't say that then.
No worries. Nemo?
Yeah. I mean.
The other one actually leans down. He's younger than the grizzled guy that's been speaking to you guys. And he goes, why didn't they kill you when you were walking over?
I mean, I've worked with.
That's crazy. Wait, can you tell it to do something? Will it do it?
I don't think that's. I don't think they speak our language.
Do you have night rams too? Do you guys have herders on your land or something?
No, I've just been around him a lot.
This is crazy. I've never seen this before, Pop. Kind of thing. And the other man, still holding. Keep your arrow up, son. Keep your arrows up. We don't know these people. Strangers.
My dad says it's because of I smell like a baby, so it makes them innocent.
Pop, can I check if this is true? Shut up. So, are you wanting to do business or not, son?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What do you have?
What do we have on stock? Well, Pop, we have gloves, night silk gloves. We have night silk beanies. I don't know. Hats. We have hats, Pop. We have full body suits.
Why am I
We only have one full body suit, but
Kills?
it's sized for a specific noble that had asked for it already. So I don't think we'd have any other sizes, especially not for that one. And he motions out the biggest one in the distance.
Please
or
do
even
this
that one, the
accent
super tall
forever, DM, please.
one. But I mean, we could probably resize it for him if he's got enough, coin.
He talks so much. Wow.
So how much would 4 or 5 full body suits be then? If I
That'd be a long
commissioned you?
time in coming, son.
I understand, but
I have nothing prepared now. And the way that ram sheep grow and the hair grows is slow going. You should know. That's why it's so expensive.
yeah, well, and they're so aggressive. It's hard to
Exactly. You also need specialized equipment to make this not silk.
Yeah. So you have gloves? What is the purpose of the gloves?
Just in case you work with dangerous materials. If you work with dangerous materials, it won't be able to hurt your hands. This is magical. Well, magic-ish. It's got an inherent ability to not be damaged by anything except for very specialized power.
I'm gonna mind link with Nemo and say you should probably get something for your head. You can't take too many more knocks to it before you go completely insane.
It'll also stop it from being damaged by arrows, swords, anything that could cut you. Granted, and the boy leans over and he's like, that hammer over there? That hammer would still cause you damage because, I mean, it's just silk. You're just wearing clothing. So if it hits you, you'll still get bruised. But
Yeah, I mean,
that.
like how many times would someone be shooting my hand with an arrow?
Well, the gloves specifically are so that you aren't hurt by blades and such.
Machinery.
But it's machinery, son.
So I can like catch swords, is what you're saying.
You could catch a sword, yeah, it'd still bruise your hand though.
But like
I don't need a glove to do that, Nemo.
You could catch
It's
a
in your
sword,
head.
yes. You could also use this for sewing. Not that I think you should spend that much money on something for sewing, but you wouldn't poke your fingers no more.
Well, okay. How much would one of the gloves be, and then how much would the full suit be?
The full suit would be a lot more than the gloves, son.
I know. I'm asking separately.
Kind of depends on what you have.
I have whatever you need. How much is it?
The sun kind of, at this point, the arrows have fallen. They are no longer aiming at anyone. This is now a business deal, as they are no longer aiming at Anala and you guys at a distance. They kind of like put down their bows and start to lean forward, looking at each other. Honestly, you should talk to my wife, son. If you want to do business, come back to the homestead with us.
Where's your homestead?
It's about 5 miles over yonder.
I'm gonna mind link with Karhalle. How long will 5 miles take?
It'll set you guys aside a good part of the day, kind of thing. This deal will set you aside a good part of the day.
But honestly, the sun's gonna be falling soon. Maybe you shouldn't be traveling these kind of parts this late. You guys could stay with us if you like. You seem like
Actually, give me a persuasion check. That's an innocence check. This will actually determine whether he's going to give you this offer of.
I already said I look like a baby, or I smell like a baby. You
smell
said
like a baby.
perception?
No, persuasion. This is a innocence check to see how
14.
innocent you can make your group seem.
What's your rice purity score, Nathan? Or Nemo?
What was it?
My what? Oh, my
Nemo's
no.
rice purity.
Yeah.
What was it?
14.
14. He goes, we might let you stay with us for the night if your friends can acceptably leave their weapons with their horses outside.
Yeah, sure. If you'd like, we could take care of the sheep for the night.
No, thank you. We appreciate the offer, but night rams are harder to handle than most people might think. Even one such as yourself that seems to not draw their ire. Still crazy to me. Still crazy.
Yeah, I'd love to. Do you guys have food there as well?
We could cook you up a meal real fine if we do business together. My wife probably wouldn't mind. She's got something set aside for us already.
Okay. I'm gonna mind link with Karhalle. Do you knit at all? Or sew?
Yes, actually, that was my one job back at the monastery before I left. It was quite my area of expertise.
Oh, okay, great. I'm gonna like after you say
Oh,
like,
no.
okay, great.
God dang
You
it.
cut off my leg.
Yeah, we'll definitely yeah,
Nemo,
we'll definitely
Nemo,
at least get.
I'm blind, remember?
But you can steal the holes, right? And
Not
feel
for
the
sewing. Maybe for like knitting or weaving. I could probably weave, but not sew really.
do you catch a lot of swords, right?
I do.
Do you ever like miss?
Hardly, but I mean, everyone misses sometimes.
And like the sword could chop off your finger if you miss?
It could be a pretty gnarly story, though.
We'll take one.
Well, how about you come to the homestead and see what you might find out of our stock? We already have some things set up for other dealings. It would cost a pretty penny to take something already saved for someone else.
I think I might have enough to persuade you.
Well, see, son, you realize that night silk ranges in the thousands gold.
You realize that
I can't dream that you'd be traveling with that kind of money on your own with such a small retinue.
I am the son of a Tau.
true, whoever those people are related to the core, but I'm just saying, I don't think that you'll have the kind of money that you think it's gonna cost you.
We still have banknotes as well, right?
You do. You still have those banknotes from before.
Yeah.
We've
got-
so
We've got 1,000 that's in notes. That we
then, for the
haven't
sake of
touched.
brevity, do you guys all agree to
that's
go
it?
with Nemo and travel with them to the homestead?
I suppose.
If everyone
Wait,
else
we
is
only
okay
have
with it,
1,000 in
sure.
banknotes?
No, there's 3,000 in gold, but there's 1,000 in notes.
What do you mean by
That's our
notes?
party, right? That's besides what we all
Notes.
have.
Yeah.
So banknotes, basically, that are paper statements to tell
Or sorry,
to
there's,
tell the bank in the capital that it's worth a certain amount of money. So basically,
okay. Like
the bank over in Aran has it,
Mhm.
but not this. It's the way that they travel with money, but not traveling with money, and they can withdraw this money from a main bank
So
and
it's like a
everything in
check?
exchange for the bank account. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
exactly.
The party
Yeah.
fund.
Oh.
The party
Uh-huh.
fund has 2,125 in gold and then 1,000 in notes for
I
a
have-
total of
I
3,000.
have 1,300 in gold.
Yeah, I have 1,200.
Nice.
Can I officially change my backstory so that I actually was like the weaver embroider person of the monastery?
Totally. They taught you how to sew up the cut up rits and stuff like that, and you would
I don't know how that
sew
would actually
them,
work.
patches,
You could
all
totally
of them.
mend.
You could totally mend. You could be taught to mend.
It's fair.
You know, you could
It'd be
feel
pretty
it out
kinda
and
cool,
mend.
honestly.
Would Anala know the very basics at least? I feel like her mom would.
Oh, yeah.
Would have tried to teach her, but she wouldn't
Like
have.
you
really
wouldn't have proficiency with it, but you would
No.
have the basics if you thought that your character
Yeah.
would.
She would have the very basics, I think.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
But yeah, we can go with him, I guess. So I don't know.
I mean, we were kind of hoping to get to the capital today.
To the
Remember the whole job thing?
I mean, yeah, but wouldn't they like if we did our job and even more efficiently?
What makes you think that going with them is going to make it more efficient?
If we can catch swords.
Nemo, I don't know what makes you think you've got the
So, as a-
technical skill to catch a sword.
As the clarification, by the way, guys. So what it would do, based on what your guys' knowledge of it would be, is that it would give you resistance to piercing and slashing damage, not invulnerability, because it would transfer the damage from piercing and slashing damage to bludgeoning damage, and so you would still be bruised by, say, a sword hitting you in the gut. So you would still get hit, kind of thing, but it wouldn't pierce you anymore. So you'd be like resistant to it. So it half the damage from any damages, any injuries like that are like piercing stuff, cutting skin stuff, right? It would also give you resistance to fire. Well, if you guys buy it, then we can go into the further things like that. But in essence,
nice.
it wouldn't be chainmail though, or hard plate, which gives you disadvantage on stealth checks because it's just silk that you're wearing.
Ooh.
So you could, in theory, be wearing this and not have your disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Would
it's like
it
it's like in Lord of the
qualify
Rings.
as- Would it qualify as armor? Because I
Yes, this
have
would be if you got the
unarmored
full
defense.
bodysuit.
Okay.
If you get the full bodysuit, it would qualify as armor.
But if
Oh,
I got just gloves,
actually, that's a good point. If you
Okay.
had it, it's just clothing. It's
Armor.
not something that hampers your movement. It would not add to your AC though. So there's that.
right?
You would
Yeah,
have your
that's
same
why-
AC, it
that's
just
why I
would
was
give you the
asking.
resistance to this kind of damages. Yeah. So it would still.
when
I think
I'm
it would still work
raging-
because it's just clothing. You
when
would
I'm
have to get it
raging, it would
tailor
be
fit
double
to you though, so
resistance?
that's a higher price too.
Hmm.
So this is going to be some expensive stuff because it's like really nice material that has to be like made to form.
right.
So they have to. It'll take time for this to end up coming into
we don't
being.
have time.
Yeah, it'll take time.
Well, they have
Except for
one
the gloves, you
method,
guys could
they
get
said.
those right away, in theory. But
The gloves,
something like a
you
full
know.
bodysuit would take time, and you guys would have to like get it sent to you eventually because they'd have to tailor fit it to you. unless you wanted to buy the suit that they presently
To
have. They
tailor
apparently have
fit it
two.
to you.
Sorry. Anyway, yes. So so it'll be the whole thing. So for the sake of brevity, you guys
Wait,
go with them.
You
What?
you know how to sew, so you can just tailor it to like fit me.
Well, I've
Mm.
never worked
Like-
with nightshade stuff, and
But
I
it's
don't
like the
know.
same, right?
I don't.
like
I
other-
doubt
I
it
don't
would
think
be.
it is.
It's definitely.
I don't
Well-
think it is.
I mean, you need special tools, but it'd be the same process.
I don't
right?
want to mess up this expensive stuff that if we buy it. That would just seem like a waste to me.
I mean, we
Are
can just
we
buy
really
more.
going? Are we really going to waste these people's time when we are definitely not going to be buying any of?
You guys
this?
hear a whistle that's calling to round up the night ram that have been snacking on the crystals, by the way, in the brown sugar shrubbery. Those indigo
Ooh.
crystals, they've been eating it, and you've been hearing like little chomping.
Rock candy.
Mm-hmm.
Pop rock.
Pop rocks.
Mm.
I mean, Nemo, if you want to, but we have to move on. Like, I don't know what. We can't wait around for them to tailor something, and I don't think I will be able to do it. Not that much
Oh, no.
tailoring.
That's fine.
You could come
they
back, maybe,
They have
or
night
look
silk
in the
everywhere
capital.
around here. We're going
Let's
to the
just go-
capital.
And see, and
We
then...
can
This
go
is
and
going-
see.
This is going to take the rest of the day, and we're not going to get to the capital till tomorrow.
I mean, yeah. We're not late, are we?
This
You
is
guys
a
will be
field
arriving-
trip for Nemo.
Don't you want to not waste any more time?
I mean, I don't really care.
Okay,
Not
well,
late.
then I shouldn't talk to you. Karhalle, Kanari, Atoll, do you not want to waste any more time?
It's totally up to
I
you guys.
mean-
Atoll's like, whatever you guys want to do.
Not particularly. Nemo, are you actually going to buy something from these people? I'm less concerned about our time and more concerned about wasting their time.
Well, considering it's probably going to be half the price that it is in town,
I wouldn't bank on that.
I would. Upcharges in any city is crazy, especially
is
for
true.
luxury items like this.
Luxury items like this, you would have the cheapest price at the herder's household kind of thing. By cheapest, I mean that loosely, since you guys are going to be buying stuff meant for other people. But in theory, it would be the cheapest price. So you guys go ahead. Tell me what you guys want to do. Because I'll
Fine.
wrap this up for the sake of brevity, so that we don't have to role play the whole night that you guys are spending there. But the people are generally. Oh yes, that a yes.
Sure. I mean, Kanari's
Sure.
not gonna put up too much of a fight if he really wants
Neither
to do
will
it.
I.
Like,
Okay.
Fine.
So you guys would be spending the evening, or they would offer. You guys could still travel in the night if you guys wanted to keep going. So if you guys bedded down here, you guys would basically arrive next day around the evening in the capital and stuff, instead of getting there early morning, like really early morning, like 3 a.m. kind of thing, 2 a.m. So it's so if you guys stay there though, they would let you guys sleep there. You guys could leave first light, and they're pretty charming people, very sweet. The wife herself is very angry with her husband, who brings back a bunch of strangers all of a sudden, and he does have you guys leave your guys' weapons outside the door, but he lets you guys come in. So for the prices of the stuff, and he'll get that out of the way right off the bat, it will cost you. Okay, so he'll tell you what he was charging. A suit like this, to be tailor made like this, would cost 2,500 base price. That's the base price. To have this set up, and that's like time. Like the man who's got his tailored suit for himself and everything, had to wait for about a year to get his suit made. It's ahead of the time, because they have to get the measurements, and then the night ram silk. They don't make that much off of the wool that they have of their night rams and everything. It's a pretty rare item to have, specifically because night rams don't make that much, and they have to wait and wait and wait. So it's a whole thing. Anyway, whole process takes a lot of time. if it's not made correctly too, they lose the night ram's wool that they collected and stuff, so then it can even be even worse, and they might not have a good yield this year or whatever. So the base price was 250 gold for the bodysuits that are available right now. One of them definitely could fit you, Nemo, if you wanted. One of them could definitely fit Inala. It wouldn't be a perfect fit, but it could fit. It would not fit Kanari or Karhalle or Atoll.
Fair enough.
So
But you guys are pretty like normal humanoid sized. Kind of
Yeah,
thing.
So it would cost me over 2K,
1,000.
and I would have to wait a year.
2,500 gold
And I have
specifically
to
as
wait-
base price, but they
to
would
wait a
up
year
the
to
price
get it?
by 1,000 gold. No. You would have to wait if you had set this up in advance, kind of thing.
Oh.
Like a normal thing. You would be paying an extra 1,000 gold for buying it now,
Yeah, no.
because someone had already set up this thing.
No.
So it'd be $3,000 gold. 3,000 gold
Mhm.
for this one of the bodysuits, specifically because you're buying it out from under someone else. So they would be kind of hurting themselves by selling it to you to an extent. The gloves themselves would only cost 500 gold, base price for the gloves. 500 gold for a pair of gloves, and they have 3 pairs of gloves available. 2 of them are made for larger men. And one of them seems to be made for smaller, maybe feminine hands. To an extent, the smaller pair of gloves would fit either Nemo or Inala. The 2 bigger pair of gloves would fit. One would fit Karhalle. One would fit Kanari. To an extent, like it would be a little bit loose, but it would fit. But yes, so those 2 pair of gloves. There's 3 there. The 2 bigger, 1 smaller. Then you have for the other accoutrement, the helmet that would give you guys that's specifically used for like for arrows and stuff like that. That would probably be maybe a +1 to your AC. Well, we would go with that. And then the slashing damage resistance would not apply to this. This would just be that you don't have to protect your head as much, I'd say, for the helmet. And that would be about 500 gold again. They only have 1 of the caps. Did you guys want any of the gloves or the cap?
I don't need them.
So the
But
gloves
some
basically.
people who are more inclined to dying.
They also
might.
have rope available. You guys could buy another 40 feet of rope, night silk.
Should have led with that one.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to just think of what they would have in stock. Rope would be a thing, and
They got any blindfolds?
blindfold.
Because she'd look cool. Because she'd look cool.
It would be. It'd be
That's
like
why.
one of those like
They could
monk
also-
things, you know. It's
They
like,
could also take an order for future reference if you guys want to order to be ready.
I'm
for
already
later.
blind. No, it's
It
fine.
wouldn't be a whole year for something smaller.
No,
Or you
I'm
guys
just
could also pay
kidding.
for them to be faster with it too, so it'd just be an up price to be fast.
No, it's just fine.
So gloves, anyone? Cap, anyone?
How much is
What-
the rope?
Oh yeah.
So the gloves, by the way, they would protect you from magical things as well to an extent. So if you guys thought you guys were going to be handsy something with something magical or maybe fire or like you could stick your hand into some lava kind of thing, it's magical. It would protect you
Disarming
from that for a little bit.
traps.
Disarming traps, plausibly. But it would give your hands a little extra protection. The gloves go up to your wrist, up your wrist.
How fashionable. So wait, but basically it would have to be if something hit your hands. So for like me, it would apply for like catching arrows if I didn't catch it, but like for normal combat, it wouldn't do much.
For normal combat, the gloves wouldn't do much unless you're trying to like grab swords and not be damaged by them, kind of thing. This would be more something useful for like in between things, not combat specifically.
Yeah.
I think it could be useful for Inala or Nemo. I'm not
Yeah.
particularly interested in anything
How much
except
is
the rope.
The rope
Possibly
itself, the rope itself will be 100 gold.
Oh.
Not so bad.
Yeah, that's not
Could
bad.
they make the rope?
They have 2
into
sets of
a
rope on hand.
bodysuit?
Huh?
Can they make the rope into a bodysuit?
I'm gonna get the rope and I'm gonna have them cut some of it for me, and I'm gonna do like the Daredevil, or they Krav Maga or Muay Thai gauntlets for
Oh,
pushing people.
okay. The rope is very thin.
I was
You could
joking.
definitely do that. Oh, if you wanted to, you could.
I
have,
would
like,
do
make
that.
yourself
Can
some
I
gauntlets.
want
What would
some.
that do?
Kanari
What-
has hands.
Honestly,
Can I do that?
Okay. If you guys buy the 100 gold rope and you have them cut it for you, it'll be an extra price for the cutting. They end up showing you guys their equipment, but it takes up a whole building. Like their homestead, it's like their main house, and then there's a whole building that houses the rams off the side. It's a building that they have that protects them. And then they have another building with just heavy machinery, like with these giant, like almost like gleaming scissors that are meant to cut the night silk itself. It's kind of magical equipment to an extent, specially made. Like if this was damaged, their whole life would be destroyed. Like this is their way of life kind of thing. Anyway, but yeah. So it would be an extra, I'd say probably an extra 50 gold just to cut it for you to the specifications that you guys give them. But you guys could both, I would say, give yourselves Canard.
I was totally joking, but I am here for this.
I would say it would give you guys. I feel like a Canary. I think would make sense because Canary, like, yeah. Let me think on it, but we'll see what kind of benefit it would give you.
We could just
I'll have to think
retroactively
about
say
it
we
for
bought
later.
some if we decide
Yeah.
we like what you come up with.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the full body would give no bonus to AC at all.
The full body would not give you bonus to AC because it's not protecting you from getting hit by anything.
But
It would just give you resistance to slashing and piercing damage. Change it to bludgeoning if that matters at all. But it would give you resistance to those two. It would give you resistance to fire damage, and they'll give you guys this information as the benefits of night silk and stuff. But it would give you resistance to fire damage, the resistance to acid damage, and not lightning because that'll just travel through you no matter what. Not thunder, you can hear it. Not I'm not looking at it directly. What are
So
the
it's-
other kinds of damages? It's basically anything.
psychic.
Cold. There's
Psychic
cold
wouldn't
damage.
it wouldn't affect cold damage. It wouldn't affect. You can still you would still be cold through it.
Yeah.
It would give you a little bit of warmth, but not enough to deal any kind of.
So it'll be
resistance.
3,000 gold to get the.
But you don't take a hit to your AC. To your stealth stuff and everything. So that's a benefit there.
Well, that
And the
doesn't
fact
matter
that you
until you
guys
get
are-
to medium armor anyway. You don't take a hit
It's true.
for light armor anyway.
That's true. But
But
Next time you
normal armor
fireball
doesn't give
yourself,
you resistance.
Nemo, you might
No, we
actually
get
stay up.
AC bonuses. That's
True.
why. What'd you say?
Next time you fireball yourself, Nemo, you might actually stay up.
No, actually, legitimately, that's what I was thinking of. If I did fireball close range again, it would give me
Yeah,
resistance.
yeah. A full body suit would definitely do that for you.
Not
It would also
necessarily
just-
like
it would also
myself,
protect
but
you from like
I
a
think-
lot of magical damages too.
Oof, 3,000.
I mean, you
That's a
could
lot.
place an order.
So yeah, I was about to say, I'll ask him how long will it take to make one for me.
Be here in a year.
It would a personally tailored thing for you would cost the same base price, 2,500 gold. And you would have to wait. They already made their stock, so it would be next year. It would be like mid next year that they would be able to have that ready for you.
So I might
Unless
as
you like,
well-
if you were like speed run, then they would be able to change. You would basically be paying the same price for the 3,500. You would be basically paying that because they would be taking the suit that they already made and readjusting it to tailor fit you.
So basically, meta, this would be after the campaign. If I had it pre-ordered.
No, not necessarily.
It depends.
A year?
You might not
It
want to
wouldn't
wait.
be a full
No,
year.
I do it.
It's about like 9 months or so, but same difference
Still.
for the regular making because this is stuff that's like it's made. You don't have to stay here too. You can try to buy night silk stuff in the city and stuff.
In
too.
the city.
They would have more options available. and
You
stuff.
could rob someone in the city, Nemo. I'm just kidding.
You
Don't do
could
that.
rip
Please
the
don't.
clothing off of someone's back, a noble's back, and then
Mhm.
find night silk
But it's
under them
not
and take them.
able to
You
be
could
cut,
go-
So.
You could hear me out. Disguise, go mug a noble, and then boom, you're good.
Or go invisible and steal the suit when we need
You
it.
could do that too.
Ooh. See, there you go.
I will feel bad because that's what I'm definitely going to try and do. So I will buy one of the hats from them.
Uh huh.
I mean that's an AC plus, so I mean I can always use that.
Mhm.
And
So it'll be a +1 to your AC just because headshots are the more common kind of
That's
shots.
actually really dope, though, honestly.
Oh, you know what? You know what? It does. The full body suit will give you a plus to your AC because the cap would be included. So it would give you a 1 plus to your AC. But yeah.
I'm just
So
picturing this like kind of dark purple onesie with a little hat.
it's dark purple, almost black.
Like a morph
Basically
suit.
black. It's like when
Yeah.
the light hits it, you see like the purple hints in it, and it's sparkly a little bit too. It's an
It's
undergarment.
really-
it's made to be
it's
worn
really
under
dorky.
everything.
I do get
It's
hit
really
by a
dorky looking in
lot
my
of
head.
And then you have
swords.
this cap that you would pull over your face, and it would be basically like you look like a little mugger.
So Karhalle,
Nice.
would you be willing to let me borrow money from you?
Why me and what money and why?
Well, I could definitely pay you back. I just don't have enough right now, but we'll get some more in the future.
How
and
much
then-
do you need?
Well, I need 3,500 total, but more. I need like another 2,300.
Wait, what?
I don't even have that much, Nemo.
Well, like how much could you let me borrow?
Okay, question. How much from, because we each got 2,000 from the tool stuff. What was it?
We
No, we only
each
got
got
1,000.
1,000?
we got a total of 4,000 from the
Elar-Adi for
job.
mercenary work.
No, 4,000
Oh.
from the Chul job.
Oh, okay.
We each got 1,000 from the Elar-Adi
the
job.
Elar-Adi.
So hypothetically, we each have 2,000, but Nemo has spent 500, a total
You guys have-
375.
I think you guys have
And I have
diamonds or
spent-
something, crystals that you guys could try to
I have
sell,
spent
trade maybe to
300.
down the price. You guys could also try to persuade them to down the price for you. Up to you.
Nemo's just a high spender.
Yeah, and I'm just remembering the look that Kanari gave me when I paid 300 gold for my herbalist book.
If you guys
Yeah.
want to try to trade things,
I
maybe
will
down the price,
Alright,
offer.
try
So
that.
I will attempt to haggle the price down to 3,000, and I will also offer Balo's daggers.
Ballows daggers. Okay, they're not super nice daggers.
No, but
They're not very nice daggers. It would
I'm
probably
just-
only knock like it's like the
I-
daggers themselves are probably only worth like 10 gold.
no. Okay,
Maybe.
well that little. Okay, no, I was just trying
Maybe
to haggle
10
it
gold.
down
Like
to-
these are handmade, personally
I
made
will
daggers
offer
by
him-
a tribe man.
I will offer him. I will give
The
Nemo,
dagger that you got from Yang,
um,
that was worth money. But
Yeah,
that
thanks
got
for
tossed into
reminding
the
me of
dirt.
that. I will offer Nemo my vial of Lysé to see if they would be interested.
Your
Wow,
what?
What?
Vial Lise,
Lise?
that's worth 50 gold.
What is vial of what is it? Lise?
It's Lise kernel. It's a type of lubricant.
Hmm.
They might not have use for it, but they
I
could
was gonna
probably
say,
try to
they're
sell it
not
somewhere else.
Active. I will attempt to haggle for 3,000.
Okay.
As I do, and I will offer the vial as well. I
Okay.
think, Karhalle.
It's not the vial will not get you down to 3,000.
No, I know. I'm just trying to haggle for 3,000.
Okay.
I'm just
Give me
offering the vial as
yeah. DC 20. Is that all you're offering for the haggle?
I don't personally have.
You do have magical items that you picked up from the.
I have candles and chalk.
You don't really know what they do. You could find out.
I wouldn't
see if they know.
offer those. I
They
wouldn't
don't-
offer
yeah.
those. I don't want to get
Magical
arrested.
items are just going to be more worth
But they don't
money.
know that, and they don't
DM,
like.
That's true. You could see if they recognize it or something. Huh?
do you mind if we take a break? Our
Oh,
pee?
yes. We can definitely take a break.
I also relieved.
Okay. Everyone pee. And
Nathan, decide what you're doing.
we'll go make
Nathan,
ourselves
discuss
Decide what you're
Slaves.
doing with your life.
Discuss it
Yeah.
off screen.
Yeah. We'll be back in a second. I gotta.
Well, I wanna. Well, I don't have any. I don't have anything else.
Bye. Sup? How's it going? Oh, you're muted.
There we go.
There you go.
I just had to put my headphones on.
Yeah.
So, you still need to ask me about that.
I know, about Jaskier. Just.
That conversation went terribly based on how I thought it was going to go. It went terribly.
It wasn't great, but it's okay. It's fine.
It's not the direction I thought it was going to go, but I don't think it ended horribly.
No, I think it was good. I think you got some points across to him. Yeah, it was pretty good. It's not bad. I know. I need to ask her. Be like, so you seem like you're relieved. What's going on? Drama. Tea.
I've been meaning to bring up that my mother is one of the Western Winds because that lends me a lot of credibility. That's the only credibility I can get here, and I forgot to bring it up.
Here as
Oh,
in tall?
Fill in. That works.
Yeah, it's the only credibility I can get here.
It's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that's
You should
fine.
bring it up.
I mean, it'll purely depend on what you can do for them.
Kanari is
So you
hesitant
can
to bring
pitch
up
yourself
this
in
in the
essence.
life because she doesn't want to be with him,
So,
but it's got status. What?
oh, sorry. We're still
Yeah,
waiting
you're
for
good.
Rachel. It's fine.
We are waiting for Rachel.
Yeah,
I
we
have a joke, but I'm gonna wait for Rachel to tell it because Anyway, what?
I have
what
a
is-
green tea cocktail. Nathan and I both do.
Oh, I love
Nice.
making those.
It's actually really tasty.
How do you do yours? Because I just do like a little extra Sprite.
Same. I did the extra Sprite, Jameson, and then peach liqueur, and
Yes.
sweet and sour that was homemade by Nathan.
Yes. Don't buy. I think I told you that. Don't buy sweet and sour mix.
Yeah.
Because it's crap and it's just lemon juice, lime juice, and sugar. It's a
Mhm.
scam. And they charge like $10 a bottle for it.
Well, lemons and limes are pretty expensive, so
It is a lot.
You
The
can
one
buy
I saw
lemon
here
and
was only
lime
like
juice
$7,
in
but
bottles from Aldi.
hello.
See, I don't do fresh squeezed, so that's why it's cheaper.
Yeah.
If you do fresh squeezed, it'll probably be on par.
I did fresh squeezed. I squeezed no.
It was quite good.
Wow.
I just spilled hot tea all over my pants.
Oh, that was what the face was for. I was like, this face means something
And-
bad happened,
and-
but
Hold on.
Oh no.
the GIF that you sent.
Oh, the woo.
Yep.
Oh. Fair enough.
Spicy. Let's go.
No, but I had a joke that's gonna tell when Rachel got back. So,
Uh-huh.
what's a reverse exorcism? When the devil tells the priest to get out of the child.
Oh my. Oh
Terrible.
my.
I know.
Where did you hear that?
Terrible.
Instagram.
I think we need to take a break.
Another break, guys. 5 minutes later.
I think she did a break from Instagram.
Yeah.
What on Instagram?
And this is why I
got
stopped
that
reading
joke.
Instagram forever.
So anyway, I saw that like yesterday. I was like, that's hilarious. So anyway,
And you held on to it for us. Thank you.
I did. I really did. I was like, I could tell somebody about this joke. Anyway.
Okay then. So back into this, guys. Nemo, what are you buying and how are you gonna buy it? How are you saying this? As you have a herder looking at you deeply into your eyes, boring into you, because this is his livelihood, and he has to charge a certain amount of money so he can upkeep all the hard machinery that he uses every day to make a living for his family.
That's
I'm gonna do the
Liz
same
guilt
thing. Try
tripping
and
you.
haggle try and haggle for 3,000.
Okay.
I'll offer to do.
I'm
I'll
also
offer-
buying. Just a side note, I am also buying a set of rope, not for the Muay Thai gauntlets, but for my own purposes. So
ahead
Kanori
and
may
write
also
down.
buy some rope. So
100
we
gold
are
marked
both
off.
buying things.
Got you. You're marking off 100 gold of the rope. There's only one pair left. Was someone else buying another set of the
Well,
rope?
I was gonna buy it if the benefits seemed good, but I don't really know what the Muay Thai. I was going to have time to figure out what you're gonna do about that.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll wait to see for that.
He's also
mainly, I think,
hypothetically buying some.
because you
Just- I
can't
thought
have
that
a
might
1
help.
plus AC. You can have a 1 plus AC from just getting new Vambraces, but I think that would take away from Karhalle's non-armor, doesn't it? Oh, but monks can get Vambraces that would raise their AC. Okay, so yeah, it'll be a +1 to your AC to do this, to get it wrapped
'Cause
around.
you can block.
Yeah.
It will, yeah.
That'd be cool.
We'll go with it. It's not something they had prepared, kind of thing, but you can make do and you can tie it around and it'll have the same effect. So it'll be a +1 AC for 100 for the 100 gold.
I'll do
DM
it.
honors creativity.
So go ahead and mark that off if you guys buy the cap. I think they have only 2 caps. So were you both buying a cap?
Well, no, I'm buying the arm wraps. The rope.
Oh, sorry,
to
it's the
make it
rope.
I'm
It's
just
the
getting
rope.
the rope.
Got you.
I'm just getting
So
the rope.
it actually will only cost 1 set of 100 gold and then plus 50 for them to cut it for you again. They can do, actually it'll be 200 gold because they'll do another +50 because you're cutting 2 sets, right? For both of you guys.
Wait, no. Karhalle is
I
getting
was
just
just
a regular
getting
set of
rope.
rope. She doesn't want to cut it.
Okay.
I'm getting
Okay.
some rope and having them cut it. So mine's 150.
Okay, so yours is
you let
150,
me
hers is
take-
just 100.
Would you let me?
Yeah, because you
Plus
both
my
have to
AC?
have unarmored movement kind of thing, and if it can work for a monk, it can work for a barbarian, I think.
Then
You said
In that case, I would do it.
So it'll be 200 for the both of you guys.
I will. Okay, so
if you're gonna take, it'll cut off 10 feet for the rope, so you will have only like 20 feet left, unless you want to buy the second piece.
So are you gonna buy?
Oh, so we could split one.
We could split one.
Mhm. Yeah, you could split one.
Okay.
Are you still gonna buy another set of rope then, or?
I think we should. I think we should get it just so we have it because I feel
Okay.
like this is a good deal. I feel like it's a good deal for the rope. I'm
It's
guessing
300
but
gold
I feel like
overall for this.
Okay, so I'll do
process.
150 and you do 150.
yeah, that works.
Okay,
When you
mark that
said-
off.
Do you want to hang on? Do you want to hang on to the extra length of rope or should
Sure. Yeah, I'll hang on to extra
Okay.
points.
Okay,
Yeah.
it'll be an extra 2 sets of 30 feet of rope, or 1 set of 40 and 1 set of 20. It's up to you. Do you want them to take it from one?
Ooh.
It's both. It's 2 sets of 40, and they'll take 10 feet for the cut stuff, kind of thing, each one. So it's up to you if you want it to be taken from
could-
both
We can
and have
each
30 and 30.
30 feet.
Yeah, that works. We'll each
Yeah,
have
let's
30.
do that.
Then that's fine.
Cool.
That's what you guys will have. So you can mark down 30 feet of night silk rope, and then your new night silk vambrances, and it will give you a +1 to AC.
Yeah.
Anala?
You said there was weapons too. What kinds?
Oh, I don't think they have weapons.
I thought you said
No
they-
weapons here.
I thought you said-
There was
oh, okay,
talk
never
of
mind.
trading weapons for the night silk. That might be where
Oh.
you got the thought. But they do not carry weapons themselves.
Oh, I thought you
I mean,
said there's
beyond
a-
their own bows. They have long bows. You could try to buy a long bow off of them.
I already have one. Look at my notes.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
no.
The longbow.
Honey.
But okay. So
At
you
least
could buy the
that's
gloves
something.
if you want, and they could be helpful to you for breaking traps and stuff. If you want, it's up to you. It'll protect your hands, in essence.
The gloves.
Mm-hmm. They only have 1 set of gloves that would fit you and or Nemo.
How much would they be?
They are 100 gold.
Oh, only 100?
Mhm.
Sure.
Okay. Write down a set of night silk gloves for yourself, and you can just wear them normally. Anything that might affect your hands badly will be stopped by something like this. Nemo, so for you, go ahead. What do you pitch to them as your pitch? And that'll determine what the DC is, and that'll determine what you have to roll for.
I will offer to do anything overnight magically that they need. I can help with their crops. I can help with their sheep. I could help with. I could burn something. I could.
What are the list of abilities that you have that you would give?
That I would give. What do you mean?
What's sorry, continue with your listing of what you could do for them.
So I would like home. They're on a homestead, right?
Mhm.
So I could burn any sort of thing. I could help crops to a limited amount. I could help with the sheep. I could help maybe look at if they have something that's magically induced one of their items. I could maybe look to make it better or possibly fix it. Possibly. Okay. Or make small tweaks to, like, I can fix small things. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so basically,
he's got a medallion. It's fine. He's got a medallion.
Overall helping, and you'll show them the medallion to show that it's above board and everything. So they will take this into account as you show them some like magical skills that you might have, just your cantrips and whatnot. Go ahead and give me a DC. We'll say DC 18, lowered down from a 20. Check. For the 3,000 gold price.
What are we? What am I rolling with?
Oh, this is persuasion.
It was a DC what?
18.
That would be a 17.
17. Oh, no. So they talk amongst themselves and they're like, "Oh, that might be pretty useful. Like, I might have him do something like this, or oh, you know, he might be able to fix something in the kitchen here." And then, and like the little boy's like, yeah, maybe you could fix one of the blah blah blah. And they're talking amongst themselves, and you're like kind of amping up, and you're like, oh, okay, this is gonna work, kind of thing. But then the wife comes over and she's like, honey, you know that this kind of stuff we can't short ourselves on gold. I know you like to lower prices whenever you like someone, whenever you think that they're great and everything, but this is our livelihood. You can't just short your lifestyle, honey. We need more gold to be able to replace one of the machines they mentioned, one of the scissor hands and stuff. They need to get those sharpened eventually. That's going to cost 1,000 gold already.
Exactly. If there's anything I could do, would I not be helping you save even more gold?
I'm sorry, son, but this is the price that we have to stick to. We have to live too. We have food that we need to restock, and if one of our night rams dies this winter, then what are we gonna do? We'll have to pay at least 6,000 gold to get another night ram, like one of ours.
You're already getting an additional 500 over what you were planning to before, and I'm helping you with whatever you need. You're already getting more gold than you initially were planning.
We're getting more gold now, but now whoever's gonna own this Nat Silk is going to never buy from us again because we opted out of giving him something that he's been waiting for many months. We're losing future business. And that's the way it is.
If you give me this deal now, you will be the personal.
she will not move.
Personal.
She will not budge on this price.
Tao family Night Silks trader.
She will not budge on the price, and it will stay at 3,500. Do you intend to still buy it?
That's a lot of money. So I have how much extra?
Okay, so actually, you know what? They won't budge to 3,000, but they'll take off 100 gold. And that'll be for your magical service.
So how much do I have, Karhalle?
You have 500,
well,
I think. So
we each got 1,000 from the chul job, which you have spent 500 of.
So I only have 500 left.
Plus the Elar-Adi money that you got.
Yeah.
How much did we get from Elar-Adi?
1,000.
Okay.
So you
Yeah.
have
I've only
1,500 from. You have at
What'd you
least
say?
1,500. You have at least 1,500.
Well, I have 1,700, but that's still another 2,000. Would you all be willing to upfront that money?
And exactly how are you planning on paying this back, Nemo?
Well, we're getting paid more.
You guys will be able to find money
The next time you want something shiny and now you're at negative, you want us to spend more to cover it for you?
Look, I'm willing to listen. I would like something in return.
Oh boy.
And what in return would you like?
I will lend you 1,000 gold if you tell me what went down with Jupiter.
Ooh, she deals in secrets.
I do deal in secrets.
Finna go dare.
Talked about this. He died. It's. I don't want to bring that up.
That's not good enough.
It's a really sore subject, Karhalle.
And that's why I thought 1,000 gold might soften it for you.
Atol's gonna come up behind you, Karhalle, and be like, yeah. Tell us what's going on with everything and why your body isn't breathing and stuff like that. And she whispers this so that the people that you guys are somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I'll throw in whatever money I have left too. Karhalle, what do I have left?
Like math. She
I think it's just
actually
800.
She pulls out like a little she has written down in her journal, and she does like a little bit of you've got like 700.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do math in my head, okay?
You need an abacus.
My life.
I do.
A little mini one.
You hang it from your little belt. Just got a little mini.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Nemo, what's the decision?
I'll just request one to be done for the future.
He doesn't want to tell us that bad, apparently.
Okay.
Wait, he doesn't.
I'll commission one for the next, however fast I can get one.
They will require half, so 1,000, 1,050 gold as deposit for this.
1,500 would be. So it's only 2,500, right?
Oh, you're right. 1,150.
But I'm not going to get this for
1,250. I can't do math. And you won't get this until for about 9 months out.
You could just tell us, and we'll lend you the money.
If they're doing that, then they're just stealing
right
from the other guy, then, right?
No. Oh, you were wanting this to be the.
No, I'm saying for the other one, but I'm saying if they're requiring half up front, then they required that of the guy before, so they already have half his money.
They do have half his money, but they would return it if they didn't give it to him. That's the deposit. It's not fully guaranteed that you'll even get the night silk in the end, because they might have a bad season, they might not be able to get as much and stuff, and they might pass the job on to someone else.
So in all honesty, as a meta thing, this is not gonna reach me.
I mean, it depends on how long we play for time-wise, but maybe not. It's a time.
Yeah. Okay. I know that's fine.
It's just the world, okay?
You could tell us about Jupiter.
Yeah, just tell them about Jupiter. That's your choice.
You don't have to do it right now. I'm very patient.
No, he has to tell us soon. Like, I'm not waiting for forever on this. If I spend out this much money.
Not now.
Decide, Nathan.
No, I already said
no.
I'm not going to now.
Okay. So are you gonna put it in order for later?
No.
Okay.
There's no need.
Do you want to buy gloves and or a cap?
No, there's no.
+1 AC for the cap?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Then everyone else has marked off the money that you guys are spending, and all you marked off 100 gold for the gloves and marked in that you bought the gloves. Okay, cool. So then.
Well, I guess I'll get a hat. Fine.
What are you doing?
It's still
I'll get a
AC.
cap then. It's fine.
Okay, 100 gold for a +1 AC.
Ooh, I can forgot to up my AC.
Pencil?
Pencil.
I know. It's so happy that I get out my AC. I'm like, yes.
So you guys will have these braided glove vambraces, wrist vambraces, basically for future reference. You will not have the benefit of being like resistant to any damage and stuff like that.
That's
but
fine.
Yeah, you'll be able to block arrows and stuff like that.
It's cool.
Kanari already wore wrist wraps, so she just kind of replaced them with these ones, which is probably good.
No worries. Nice. This is perfect. The rope is like super thin too. It's like because it's silk and everything, and it'll never break, but it's pretty thin, so it's like one of those things you have to like double wrap when you're climbing it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you guys will be able to bed down here for the evening. Nemo, they'll still, if you want to get the night silk glove cap cheaper, by the way, if you want to do it for 50 gold, you could try for you could barter your magical services again, because they already were pretty like, oh, okay, pretty open to it beforehand.
No, I'm good.
Okay, so for the evening, you guys bed down. Nemo sleeps with everyone else. You guys, they're pretty warm. They're pretty good people. Like you guys like them, even if the night silk's pretty expensive and everything. And you guys get like they tell you stories over the evening about how the night rams and stuff are attacked pretty frequently. People will like try to steal one pretty frequently. They have to like always be on guard for anyone that might be in their area and stuff like that, because it's just a dangerous world, and their night rams are their life's life. So if one goes, that affects an entire stock, an entire harvest later on down the line.
Right.
Yeah, and so over the evening, they end up telling you guys when you guys leave the next morning that the area you guys are going further, when you guys that the direction you guys are traveling in will take you into some darker, worse territory coming up, and it will be a little bit of a struggle with what's going on. Sorry. The magical creatures of this area are a lot more tumultuous right now. For some reason, maybe it's the season, they're not sure, but magical creatures are attacking their night rams and stuff like that a lot more often in this area. So be careful. And you guys get that warning, which will lower the DC further on, since you guys have done some business with them and interacted with them. So as you guys move forward, the DC will be a little bit easier than it was. Yes?
Real quick, sorry. Are we leaving it when we leave? Are they like starting to herd their rams out and everything like the same time? Or are they still in their house when we leave?
Oh yeah. If you guys are leaving at first light, they're basically moving out already.
Yeah. Okay. So as we're riding off into the sunset, I'm gonna both, because it's the father and son, right? Both of them are gonna share their head. I bit your finger because you're a jerk. But the other one, he looked pretty nice, but you're just a real pain. Just
okay. As you leave and they hear this, and you hear them freak out and be like, "What was that? Did you hear that?" And back and forth as they are riding away with their rams, and something bad's coming toward us, and everything as you guys are riding away.
Kanari's just chuckling to herself.
Yes, she is.
I love it.
I've been waiting on that one
since
we came across them. So anyway, continue. What?
No worries. As you guys continue on, you guys make it further, and you guys about a few miles out, and you guys are seeing kind of what they mean about the different creatures. You guys start sensing Kanari as the scout and everything. You start sensing a lot more creatures and stuff, sanders, things that you have fought before, and sand wolves at a distance, and you've been directing them kind of out away from them and around them and such. Go ahead and any defenders, and Nala and Atoll, you guys are going to make me a DC either athletics or acrobatics check for defending against these guys. And it'll be Anala, you can roll once with advantage because Atoll will be just following your lead. So you can roll twice with advantage.
Were those conchas, Erin?
Yes. Apparently one of the missionaries from our missions conference bought them for me.
Oh, nice.
That I liked them.
I want one.
What'd you get,
I
Anala?
feel so loved.
27 for acrobatics.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a success all around. And you and Atoll, basically, as some sanders are coming out, and Kanari tries to direct you guys around the the major horde of a big group of sand wolves that end up charging you guys and biting at the heels of your guys' hooves and stuff like that. You and Atoll stand up both with your bows and everything. You with your crossbow, her with her short bow and stuff, and you guys shoot one after another and everything. And you guys knock them back enough to not even affect your guys' travel whatsoever, as you guys are riding at a higher speed there. Especially with the warning that you guys have been given to keep an eye out and everything.
Yeah.
It's so easy to keep track of where these threats are and to dismantle them.
Nice.
Okay, good job. So as you guys keep on going, you guys end up noticing straight off the bat, like the sun is pretty high in the sky, and as you guys kind of look up at it and the sweat is on your face and everything, you guys see some of the light kind of separate from where the sun is, and in a sense of deja vu, you guys see what seems to be a soarer again appear in front of you guys. The same creature with light infused feminine figure, wings as large as her body on both sides, maybe only a few feet tall in totality, but since she's so high up, she almost looks bigger. And she's just kind of looking down at you guys with almost a blank expression, and you guys kind of see her as you guys are passing by. When you guys get a little nearer, whoever is utility, go ahead and give me an interaction check here.
Nemo and Atoll probably haven't seen or not even Nemo and Nala, I mean.
Oh yeah, because Nemo was dead.
Oh, actually,
No, they appear...
Before you make a check, actually, Nemo. Nemo, do you want to talk to them or do you not?
Talk to them?
Do you have anything to say to this sword before, as you guys pass by? It doesn't say anything immediately yet.
Why would I have anything to say to you?
You don't have to. You can just let it watch you guys as you guys move past.
I'm not going to say anything to it. If it speaks to me, then sure. But
okay. As you guys grow nearer, you guys, it's kind of, so if you guys change direction and try to avoid being directly below it, it kind of shifts itself and it sways to where it's near you guys, whether or not you guys want to be near it. So anywhere you move, it kind of follows you a bit. And
Nemo, this thing was around
kind
when
of hovering.
I know. We saw them before we got there. They were.
I think you were already dead. I don't. Think
No. They were as we were traveling way before that. They were like a little sight we saw.
You saw them in distance. Yeah.
We did?
As a side note, Atoll does comment to you guys that it's very odd to see a Sora like this multiple times ever. Like she's only ever seen one, being the one that had appeared to you guys at a distance originally, and now it's come up twice. It's very disconcerting for Atoll, and it makes her very nervous.
Would I?
Is it the same one?
Oh, Anola, roll me a history check or a nature check, either one.
I can't read. 16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know of Soars as being, you know that Tall considers them superstitiously as harbingers of negative effects, negative outcomes, unfortunate events, kind of thing. You know them as that kind of harbinger, but it's the superstition that Tall has. There's no basis in reality, but you do know that Soars are also part Fae, and almost like dryads, but for the desert, and they live in the desert, almost part of the energy of the land itself, maybe the heat, maybe the light of the sun. But as far as you understand, they don't have any negative. They don't think of humans negatively. They don't like humans seemingly. The only thing you really know about them is that, or the only thing beyond that you know about them is that they always seem to be curious about events that might change world things. So that's the only reason they might appear to someone, if someone might have an effect on
the world at some point. And so some people are known as Sora's children because Soras will appear at their birth. And that a parent will know if that child has a larger destiny almost, a larger attachment to destiny than most people might. And the fact that you guys have seen multiple of them is very odd, and the odds of that very low.
So they only appear to those they believe will alter world, like events, or just the world itself? Okay.
Mm-hmm. This Sora, though, it's hovering over you guys, and as it grows nearer, as you guys get nearer to it, and you're almost directly below it, it hovers and watches you kind of benign, as it says, and you guys hear it echoing into your minds almost as though she's right next to you, rather than 50 feet away from you in the air. And she goes, "He thinks you can be the answer. We doubt you will. Mortals are all the same. The Oni will destroy you when he returns. He is nothing because of you. He can do nothing without you. And he will change nothing through you." And their scorn, and you realize it's scorn now, follows you as you guys pass below.
Prince Ryan? No, I think so.
I'm gonna call out to him. Who thinks? Oh wait, what was the first phrase?
They said, he thinks you can be the answer.
Yeah, who thinks we can be the answer?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Also, DM, at some point, could you type that up maybe and put it like in the chat or something? I can't take notes.
Sure.
That fast.
Yeah, no worries. I'll type it up and send it to you guys.
I'll have it too. In my
I know, but I like having my paper notes as well. So I just like to have it for yeah.
Nathan, what did you say?
12.
12? Okay, that's a failure. And instead of answering, it says, where is this? Notes. Instead of answering, it says, and this time it drifts closer to you guys. It drifts down, down, down in front of you, and it settles itself in front of you and your mount, Nemo. And it goes, "You claim to be Shadow's end, which implies you think yourselves to be light. We shall see how bright you are." And with that, the Sora itself disappears in like a snap of light, and it's like a black hole that sucked the light into it, and then it's gone. From there,
What the heck?
you guys now who is I haven't asked the navigator for that'll be the last thing. Go ahead. Who is Scout? Scout, give me a perception check as you guys continue on, and it's almost as though that was it. The Sora said it and then disappeared. Oh, you are muted, love.
Oh, I'm just rolling really bad. That's a solid 10.
Ooh, okay. That's also a failure.
Awfully low for Karhalle for Canary.
Ha ha ha.
These 2 dice are going to dice jail.
Okay. So, as you guys are confronted by these stories and you guys continue on, Canary, you're almost distracted by the words themselves as they kind of ring throughout your mind. And Ty even comments on them, and you guys are kind of discussing it as all of a sudden you guys are hit with a wave
of energy that slams into all of you guys. And at that moment, you guys see a bunch of sanders and sandwolves about you guys, rising up out of the ground, surrounding you guys all. And it's more than there has been at all. And it almost strikes you like maybe the Soar themselves called these things to attack you guys. So go ahead and give me a new defenders check, Anala, and Atoll. You still have advantage on this roll to fight against these creatures as you guys are all fighting them. You leading the charge as the defender of the group.
What am I rolling for?
You can roll either athletics this time or something else that you think would apply, some other skill that would apply to defense. So acrobatics is already taken. Perception was already taken. Darn it. That should have been something else. It's okay. We'll move on. Atoll is still helping you. You still have advantage.
And what are these things again? Sorry, I like spaced out.
Sanders and sandwolves. Any skill that you can think of that hasn't been used yet will be your, you can choose, but not acrobatics. Athletics could work.
What about stealth?
Stealth could work, yes. So stealth, as you try to shoot arrows
23.
without them noticing you and using the rest of your group as kind of bait in a sense, but being able to get a drop on them. 23. And that is beautiful success.
Thank God. Well, all my good ones are gone now, so.
Okay. So as you guys are fighting off these creatures, no one takes damage from them as Anala is leading you guys in fighting back, trying to use the distractions that she can to get an upper hand and helping Atoll do so as well as she is also shooting each creature as well as you guys can. No one takes any damage, but so solid, good woman. And so continuing on from this then, as you guys are making the way through a horde of these creatures coming at you guys, just magical creature after magical creature. You guys keep on going, and as you guys do so, the creatures themselves disappear and pull away, and then they're gone. You guys got through it without taking any damage or consequences beyond, no consequences basically from this fight.
Good job, Anala.
Go Anala. And as you keep on going, eventually you guys are moving, and then there's the shaking of the ground. And Kanari, you did not get to roll ahead for this, specifically because it was almost like that calm before the storm. And well, not calm before the storm, but a storm came and then it calmed, and it was one of those moments of like, okay, we're good. Nothing bad happened. We keep on moving. But then you guys get a wave of sand that lifts you, and then you guys settle back down again. And you realize that maybe those creatures that just left and left you alone were actually scared away from something else. And so in front of you guys, as you guys keep on moving, Kanari, give me a new, no. Karhalle, give me a navigation check as you try to direct your group away from the waves that you guys are feeling rising and falling.
Can I?
And this will be a survival check. Unless you have something else.
Speak with Earth.
Okay.
Talk to the sand.
You know what? That will not apply now because it will take 10 minutes to cast, and what you're doing now will be faster.
I would have done it sooner, but I was waiting my turn. I thought I was going to go a lot sooner since I'm the navigator, but that's okay.
I'm sorry, love. A lot of this is transpiring a lot faster, and you guys are kind of running and active, so you wouldn't be able to sit down and do a ritual anyway.
That's okay.
A ritual you'd have to do when you're not really doing anything else.
Oh, okay. Cool. You let me do it mounted once before, so I wasn't sure.
Because you weren't really actively doing anything. Since you guys were actively fighting the creatures and stuff, not only Anala was doing it, it's not like she could have done that alone. Mm-hmm. She was just leading your guys' charge and everything. You would still have been active in that whole situation.
Okay. Cool. That's fine. So you said a survival check?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That's 19.
And was that still at disadvantage since you had rolled? You have an
No, it was
point of
not a
exhaustion.
disadvantage because we rested.
Oh yeah, you did. You slept at the.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys slept. Okay, so then
I thought of
continuing
that.
on.
I did think of
Congratulations,
it. Though. I remembered
that
it.
is success, and you direct your group away from, as best as you can tell, where the waves are coming in directly and the path of the waves themselves, and you pull you guys off to the side, and you guys are going to be 100 feet away as a gigantic sandworm bursts out of the sand and screeches 100 feet away from you guys, above you guys. So everybody, please roll for initiative.
Oh, nice.
And so
Great
with
timing.
that, you guys are 100 feet away because Karhalle was able to give you that 100 feet away. It'll take the monster itself maybe more than a turn to get to you. Or less, depends on
All
how
my
fast it can
dice
move,
are
but you guys are
rolling
100 feet
badly.
away. And this creature is hovering above you guys. It's gigantic. It's probably like maybe 30 feet across body-wise, but it is so tall and more of it is deep into the sand, and you realize that's what was causing the waves to hit you guys. So everybody roll initiative, please.
So we can run. Keep in mind, if we're double dashing, our movement is doubled.
That's true.
When you're
Hopefully the
within
sandworm is
feet of
not as fast as you guys.
And our horses
We can
can
try.
We
go
could
slower.
try.
The horses
we could
can
try
dash.
to run. We could try to run, and we'll be going 120 feet per round. That's pretty dang fast.
And maybe if someone causes a distraction in a different direction with a spell or something.
Okay,
Cough,
I
cough,
like how you think.
Or we could just kill it.
I'm going to change the direction of the camera.
Just to let you guys
And-
know that I'll be on the phone still, but I have to leave in like 10 minutes to go pick up Josh, so I'll just be in the car. So
The worst
Someone-
time.
It's
to
okay.
get into
It's
combat.
okay.
The
someone
worst
will
time.
be rolling for me. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe. We'll
Wait, I
see.
thought you didn't have to go till 10.
Well, yeah, they got kicked out of where they were supposed to be able to be performing, so they had to go to a church who was letting them do it, but I guess they couldn't stay the whole time because the church wasn't going to be open late. I don't really know. He just told me that that plans got changed on them, so they weren't going to have a full practice. So anyway, it's fine.
Okay. Here we go, guys. Oh, I need to switch to Bluetooth. It's fine. I can move this.
Wait, why do you need to switch?
Well, I normally would, but since this has a long
I can sit forward. Wait, what are you doing?
I'm just moving this way.
Guys, all my dice are rolling so badly for me. Like, it's not even funny. So
So yeah, you'll still need to sit a little farther up.
someone should just give me Aaron's dice. Rachel,
Seriously.
you should just steal Aaron's dice
You guys-
and send them to me.
So I
Maybe
know what
I
order you guys
will.
are in regards to the monster, but we will set this up. Okay, so let's see how this is gonna be. So
This
we
is
have
gonna be
Atoll, Nemo, Karhalle, Canary, Anala. Then we have
Liz, you can go Bluetooth actually.
what is it?
You can go Bluetooth. I'll put this in.
well, let's
Oh no! Oh no! It's okay. I'm honestly good like this as long as I have the cord here.
Well, I'm gonna sit back, so it doesn't matter to me.
Oh, okay. It's okay. I'll just leave these on for now. It'll take time to switch. Okay, so you guys have your sandworm right about here. You guys are. Okay, so you guys have the sandworm 100 feet back from you guys. So that's 4, that's 5, 10. So it's basically off the map for you guys, far away.
but you guys can decide if you guys want to get closer to it or not. So we have Karhalle, Canary up front, Atoll and Nala, and Nemo behind as you guys are facing off with this creature. What would you guys like to do? Are you guys going to be running for it? If you want to, you can. But what are your initiative rolls?
I got a 17.
Nice.
I got an 11. Crap. I'm telling you, I'm rolling crap today.
14.
11. Got it. What is your oh, never mind. You
Plus
go before
3,
Atoll.
or- Okay.
14.
14. Got it.
Nala.
What is it, Nala?
4.
Oh,
Got it.
ouch.
Whopping 4.
Okay.
You
So
know worse than me.
first in the lineup, Karhalle, what would you like to do?
I'll turn to them. You know, I really wouldn't mind hitting something, but I do think we should run. I think we could outrun this thing. I'm going to recommend it. Are we running? Yes? No?
Keep in mind that not everyone's as fast as you and Canary, so you will get ahead of. Well, you guys are on all
It's the
horses.
horses.
Okay, so we will go with Karhalle. So you guys have, what was it, 60-foot speed?
Yeah.
Yeah, 60-foot speed.
So double
Okay.
dashing it would be 120.
Okay, 60-foot
Wait.
speed. Okay, so do you guys want to do that then?
So wait,
not?
if we're double dashing,
This will
Um,
be, this creature will follow you guys if you guys turn around and run. So keep in mind that it'll be Constitution saving throws the longer you guys keep going. For the horses themselves. So you will be using the horses' stats for this.
so just to clarify, you said for my where'd it go? For my aspect of the beast, the high elk, my travel pace is doubled. So if we're double dashing, that's 120 feet per round times
Mhm.
2. So that would be 240 feet per round.
240 feet. Okay, so I'm gonna say it's not
That
gonna
doesn't
come into
sound
play
right.
as it won't be. It won't come into play unless you pass a certain amount of rounds. I think, because at a certain point it won't be travel as much as it'll be.
Because
I should have
I
determined
did
this
ask
earlier.
you about this.
You're right,
ask
you're right, you
about this
did.
because I was curious.
Mm-hmm.
And you said travel pace
That does
equals
seem
double
OP
dash.
though.
Yeah. Now that I'm saying,
So I'm
see,
gonna
like, when
I'm
it
gonna
was
say that
just
it does
my-
not apply. It does not apply as for double dashing because double dashing is just you sprinting. It's not just travel pace. It's just you guys all out sprinting. So I'm gonna take back
Okay.
what I said before because it's kind of too much.
Do you think it would count if we were on foot? Or because I get mounted, that's kind of insane. But if
I don't
was
think
on
it would
foot,
count on foot either. No.
Okay.
Because part of that would be that you wouldn't stay equal distant with everyone anyway. Not everyone would be within your because you go fast. You go like
not
20
for,
feet
I
faster than
wasn't
everyone.
curious for right now. I wasn't curious for right now. I was curious for the future.
Yeah, I don't think so for the future. I'm gonna take
Okay.
that back. I'm so sorry, my love. It just is a little too OP for that purpose. But travel
Yeah,
itself, your
that's what I
travel
was
time will be
thinking.
cut in half. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But okay, so for riding horses though, you guys do still have 60 feet of movement, and you can make 120 movement per round, if you're double dashing. And okay, so
can I
it
can
will
I get
be. Yes.
I was asking them if we're running. Could I get a response and then take my action?
What say it again? A response.
I asked if
try
we were
running. At least try.
All right, let's run, and I'm gonna start booking it.
Okay.
I'll
So you
use
guys
my action to double dash.
will kick your horses into double dash situation. You guys will be able to double dash 120 feet as you around. You guys will see the sandworm go up and then dive behind you guys as it starts burrowing through the ground, and you see the sand pushing up in like a mound that's trailing behind you guys as you see this thing burrowing under the ground after you guys. So to actually, I'm going to pull this back from this camera because you guys might be able to avoid a combat in of itself. So as you guys are running, here, let me put it back to the original setup here. Okay, so as you guys are running, I'm going to require a skill check from you guys, a group skill check, and this will be whether you guys can all keep up with each other and not lose someone on the back there. So overall, if you guys have more successes than failures and stuff, you guys will be able to stay as a group and not lose someone to behind you guys. So this will be a constitution check to see if you guys can keep dashing, because you guys will go first round, easy enough. It's trailing after you guys. Second round, easy enough. Trailing after you guys. Third round, easy enough. Trailing after you guys. Upon the fourth round, you guys have been dashing, like straight up sprinting with your horses, and your horses will start to flag. So give me with so it's going to be a constitution check. And this will be contested against the worm itself and how fast it can go behind you guys.
Do I still have to roll even though I'm riding on the back of an owl's horse?
Give them the roll for a toll. You'll roll instead of a toll. So you guys are rolling for your horses. So everyone who has a horse, go ahead and give me a con check with only a +1. And this will be contested against the worm itself. As you guys are riding.
I love my +6.
It's a check, right? Not a save, or it doesn't matter.
This is a check, not a save. Yep.
Oh, but it doesn't matter because it's just +1 anyway.
It doesn't matter.
What is it, Nemo?
Warhorse only has +1 for con as well.
I was just going for a riding horse, but yes.
No, I know, but Karhalle's is.
Did you pay extra for a warhorse? Because that might have just been flavor on my part. Okay, then
I
it's
think
not a.
you
It's just regular riding horse.
You just flavor-wise had them give that to me because I'm bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it made sense.
But for future reference, if you do buy a warhorse, you'll have better stats. So okay, everyone, what did you guys have?
17.
17.
Hey.
6.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
come on! You could have rolled a 17. That would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome. Overall, that's a pretty solid group check. So the 17 I'll have to be as the worm. So let's see what this guy's got. Oh, okay.
Don't give me that side eye, Elizabeth.
Okay. So as you guys are running and everything, this worm trailing behind you guys see it actually getting a little bit farther into the distance as you guys keep on going and keep on going. So go ahead and give me another roll. Everyone, same thing. +1, and this will be a new con check.
Nice. 16.
Oof.
16.
7.
Nice. Okay.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. What did you say, Kanari?
7, unfortunately.
Okay. So again, as you guys keep on running and you guys are starting to flag and Nala's trailing a little farther behind, Kanari starts slowing down as well, her horse. You guys are like, it's kind of like it's a little bit stressful for Karhalle and Nemo who's up ahead and everything. But as you guys turn around, you see the sandworm is drifting farther back. And you guys are like, oh, okay, maybe this won't be approaching us anymore, kind of thing. And so you guys, it's still coming in your direction, but it's not as close as it had been before. So everyone, give me one more roll. But before you do, you guys do see what looks to be people riding horses up ahead of you guys coming towards you. And you guys see these people approaching you guys and approaching you guys as you guys are making speed towards them and them speed towards you. And then they end up riding around you. And you see what looks to be multiple monks of the acolytes of town, on their horses, riding around you guys. And like no one even acknowledges your guys' existence as they run away around you and then toward the creature that is presently behind you guys and burrowing through the ground towards you.
Oh, hold on.
And you see the acolytes, they shout something in Talon that Kanari and Nemo recognize as, ahead, the soundworm is ahead, keep going. And they keep on going as they make their way to battle this sandworm. But everyone can give me another check if you guys keep on going.
I'm gonna, as soon as I see that, I'm gonna look at Kanari and give her a little sly grin and then turn my horse around and follow the...
Okay!
If you want to let my other one in, I'm going to log out of this one. I got to go, so I'm going to start my
sure
phone.
thing.
Thanks. Okay.
Do you want us rolling for you, or do you want to roll through your phone?
I will see, but it's going to be hard. I'm driving. We'll see, but we'll see what happens. But if anyone's rolling for me, it's going to be Aaron. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so hold on.
I will.
Maybe we can all roll for you, one after another.
There we go. That's fun.
What'd you say?
Maybe we can all roll for you, one after the other.
Oh boy, that sounds terrifying, but okay.
I like it. Okay. So, Kanari, what do?
Oh my
Nemo
god.
smirks at you and then flips his horse around, and you guys see the sand kick up as the horse scrambles to get purchase again. As it's been careening in one direction, it gets turned around, and you guys all burst past Nemo. Do you guys all careen your horses to a stop to change directions?
How many of these monks are there?
You see You see 5.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good question.
5 monks horsed or mounted and racing towards this creature.
Oh no.
Oh.
She's good. We're all good.
We're good. Actually, I'm going to turn my Wi-Fi off now. Hold on.
So you guys decide amongst yourselves whether you guys want to keep on going towards the creature. I'll be right back. I have to pee again all of a sudden.
Okay. How's this? Can you see me still?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can hear you pretty well.
Okay, good. Anyway, once I see the monks, the acolytes, I guess I'm gonna kind of hesitate for a second and be like, oh, because she does not want to get involved with them, but then she'll kind of turn back around and figure she can fit in. So I'll head back towards the thing as well, I guess.
Well, okay, actually, do you know that they're acolyte monks?
Well, I
Would
guess
you
I just know they're
be able
people. I don't know. It's a good
So
question.
you probably.
I think that's a DM question.
It was a
But she
DM
went to go
question.
pee.
But she went to go pee, yeah.
I
I'm gonna check my headphones again. Well, not yet. Guys, this is like the one part of the session that actually concerns me. Now
I know, and it's the one time where you actually have to
The worst time.
be doing something.
How long will you be though? Driving?
Well, it's a half an hour there and a half an hour back, so.
Oh my
Oh gosh.
So, basically, the
Until the end.
remainder of the session.
Trust
Mhm.
me, it's terrible timing. It's fine. I'm only a little salty. It is what it is. It's not Josh's fault, but it's just frustrating.
I know what you mean. I do.
All right, so
Okay.
we had a DM question. Does Kanari know that these are acolyte monks since she cannot see?
Or do I just think they're like people? You know?
Are they dressed?
You
like
hear the
her?
Talon words. And you hear that they're speaking Talon. So I would say Kanari could ask, who are they?
Well, that's fair. I'd be like, who's that? What? Are there more people? More enemies?
Wait, are they dressed like her?
I'm just gonna yell back.
They are dressed like Kanari. Yeah.
I'm gonna yell back. There are more bald people like you, Kanari.
It is. Most of them are bald. There's one of them that has their hair braided back in like these cornrows, kind of thing, pulled back into a small, tiny little bun right at the back of their head. That burst past you, but most of them are bald.
Nice. Okay, well, if they're acolytes, then they'll probably try to fight the creature, and it couldn't hurt to help them, I suppose, and I'm gonna kind of turn back around. I also sense that Nemo was heading back that way anyway, right? So, I mean, if I know Nemo's going back...
Yes, you do know that Nemo went back. Okay, so 2 out of the 4 of you guys go, or 5.
Well, I think this is a bad idea, but I don't mind hitting things. So I guess we're gonna...
didn't you just say you wanted to hit something, Karhalle?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so everyone turns their horses back. Anala?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, okay. So all of you guys turn your horses back and go towards the creature. But you guys can approach it how you want to, as this creature ends up colliding with the acolyte straight up. And you guys see, here we go. How do you guys want to approach this? Do you guys want to approach this from behind where the acolytes are, alongside the acolytes? What do you guys want to do?
Like, flank it on the other side.
Yeah.
I'm
Blanket
basically
on the
in
other side?
line with the acolytes.
Say it
Because as soon as they because I could see them from a little bit far off, and I basically, as soon as they passed us, I turned. So I'm in line with them, basically.
Yeah.
We're going to have so much explaining to do with them. I don't want to... Kanari does not want to do, but
Actually, as we're riding, I'm gonna... Do they say anything to me?
The acolytes notice you trailing behind them, but they're kind of like, if this person wants to take their life into their hands, that's up to them, and they do not acknowledge you.
I'm gonna say to the one guy, I like your hair.
This person is a woman. She does not respond.
That's fine. I expect them to be like Kanari, so.
Okay. Yeah, no response.
What does that mean, Nemo?
It makes sense to you. In regards to Kanari.
Actually, and added on, I'm gonna accept that they won't respond to me, but as I am rebound, it's hard. I'm getting my voice back to me, so it's hard to like. As they are going back, I am going to oh yeah, so I'm gonna say to them as well. This is so hard. I'm just gonna say that we have like I'm friends with a monk. I'm gonna ask them what sect they're from, I guess.
So you're shouting at them as you guys are all galloping towards this creature.
We're like right next to each other, so
not right next to each other, because you turned your horse around and you'd have to speed back.
Sure,
You're a little ways from them because they were full on galloping one direction that you were going the opposite one. But you're shouting what?
I'm gonna say that I am friends with a monk. What like sect are they from, I guess? Or
I'm not racist. I'm friends with a monk.
Roll persuasion check. Roll persuasion check to see if one of them deigns to answer you.
I said I liked her hair. She's gotta be accepting to me. Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
17.
17?
Pretty good.
Okay, one of them turns around and tells you, it says, what do they say? We are of the Alduin sect! And she just shouts that back.
So, Alduin sect?
What sect are you from, Kanari?
Yes.
You never asked her.
Kanari is not
I feel like she told us when we originally met.
Yeah, Kanari doesn't answer.
Also, I need to look at my notes, but Kanari wouldn't take time to answer you now anyways during a battle.
Oh no, I wasn't asking you. I was asking Isabel. Because I think you've said this before.
DM, do you I can't really look at my notes right this minute.
Oh, you're fine. I'm looking at it now.
No, Kanari, look at your notes.
You want me to get into a car accident, Nathan?
And their safety.
Another one?
I invaded your bed. I'm sorry.
We never named your sect, actually. It's not in your notes, at least.
Well,
so
we
you
should
can
do that
decide
then.
a name right now.
Oh gosh, no, thank you.
It's focused on pain, so we could look up a name later.
Yeah.
But she has not told you what her sect name is,
Okay.
so you do not know her sect name. Let's see. What am I doing? This. Okay, so as you guys are going toward it, how do you guys want to set yourselves up in relation to this worm? So you guys are going to be. Nemo is behind the group themselves. Do you guys want to come in at a side, at the left or the right side? You guys wanted to flank it, right? Do you want to come behind it, straight up behind it?
Like half and half. Like we each circle around it and attack from the other side.
Oh, so half of you guys want to split up to two different sides of his back, of the sandworm's back. You guys see this sandworm
like a
come
bad
up?
idea.
It's gigantic. It's got a circular mouth and it's got razor teeth coming in on all around its mouth. And it screeches at you guys as these monks have come up first. You guys hear this screech and it reverberates through your skulls. And it's painful, but you're not close enough. And you feel like if you were closer, it would have been a damaging kind of screech. And you see the monks themselves kind of settle down and jump off their horses and kind of freeze up when they hear the screech, but they continue moving forward into the range of this beast.
Maybe just go together around the side, just because stick together is smart.
Yeah. I'll fall in line with where everyone else is going.
Same.
Okay, so you guys continue going in through the, what side did you say, Karhalle?
The left.
Okay. Okay, so you guys come in from the left. Nemo, you're up with them, right? You didn't circle anywhere else? Okay, so what would you... Okay, so you guys are in the lineup. Karhalle has the first move with her initiative. Karhalle, what would you like to do? You are present... as you guys kind of get closer, you're going to be presently about 40 feet away from it, or so. You could run up to it, in essence.
I'd like to frickin' rage.
Yeah, you would.
Okay. Bonus action to rage. And what's your main action, ma'am?
I'm gonna swing and hit it twice with my hammer. The first is a 17 to hit, and the second is a 25 to hit.
25 to hit?
25.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the first one again?
17.
17 definitely hits, I believe. Hold on, let me double check. Let me look at this. Nope, it does not. Never mind. Only the second one hits.
Oh, boy.
So you go in. So you rush up to this creature as close as you can get, so you can have. And it is huge. It is. This is ridiculously huge. And as you go in for a hit that is not reckless, you slam into the side of it, and the creature itself, like your hammer, just bangs off of the side of its hide, and it's thick. And you do no damage as you realize, crap, I should have gone in for like a different angle and such as you go for it. But the second one does hit. What is that second damage? As you realize this and you change the angle, the trajectory of your hit, and you slam into the side of it, and you feel it shudder throughout its body.
That's 13 bludgeoning.
13 bludgeoning. Nice. Okay. So this creature shudders throughout its body as it takes the damage of your hammer, as your hammer sinks into it a little bit. Sorry,
and
18
I just
said?
kind of no, 13.
13. You just kind of what?
Mutter to myself, I really should get a sword. And that's it for my turn.
Nice. Okay, next in the lineup is now the creature itself, as it is hovering above you, and you hear it raise itself up, and it looks down at you as it opens its mouth, and you see the razor teeth in a mouth that's larger than your house was, looks down at you and screeches at you, and you hear this scream that you heard from a distance before, but now it is deafening, and you guys are all close enough to hear this screech as it screams into your face. So go ahead and give me a DC 19 wisdom saving throw, all of you guys.
Wisdom. Ew.
Wisdom.
Mm.
And this creature is frightening. And you guys feel chills rising up the back of your neck, and you realize this thing could destroy me. This could kill me just as easily as snapping a twig is for me. Do I really want to fight this kind of frightening feeling? What do you guys all roll?
Someone want to roll twice for
Oh,
me?
here. I'll roll for Kanari.
I get advantage.
Okay, thank goodness.
Nice.
Do you know what your
+3.
+3?
Yeah.
19.
Sweet!
Kanari, why do you have advantage on this roll?
I have dual mind, so I have advantage on all wisdom saving throws.
Nice! Oh yeah!
Kai
Okay.
helps me out with that. I don't think I've had a chance to use it up till now. So anyway, yeah.
Yay!
So DC 19. Kanari passes.
Yeah.
You hear the screeching, and you do not shake. You do not back down. Karhalle?
Mine's an 18.
18.
Oh, no.
Karhalle, you are at the face of this creature as it's screeching into yours, and it is frightening. That mouth, like I said, as big as the house that you left behind, that is huge, and that is disheartening for you. Like, you've never fought a creature that is this size. It is frightening. You are now frightened, in the frightened condition, and you will have disadvantage on all attacks with this creature. And let me move the screen really quick, and I'll read you the full thing. So frightened means that frightened creature has disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. If you close your eyes and attack, you will have disadvantage on the attack, but you'll still, so it won't change anything. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of fear. You're already up to it, so you don't have to move away. But
out of
you
curiosity,
are now frightened.
how does that work for Kanari? Because she can't see at all.
Kanari
Does
can't
that
see it
mean
all,
she's
but she
like-
could hear the scream. In that case, I would say as
No.
long as she can sense its presence, she
Okay,
would
as
still
long
be
as she can
frightened.
sense it.
Fair
Yes.
enough.
I was just curious because the phrase was specifically within line of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so next in the lineup,
That's fine.
oh, that was that creature's move for that. It will now take a slam attack against you, Kanari. So,
Oh boy.
it's going to
Wait, do you mean
basically
me?
just shove its Karhalle. It's
Oh.
gonna slam its body down into you as you are now. No, wait. Correction. That will be a bite attack instead. So it will
Come
reach
on,
down with its
come at me,
large
bro.
maw as it's reached at you, and it's gonna slam down and bite at you, and it's gonna try to swallow you. But that will be a. Oh, okay. That definitely hits a natural 18.
Yeah.
So it's going to slam into you, and it's going to come around you. That's going to be one. Let's see. That's going to be 14 points of piercing
Regretting
damage.
my decision. Halved.
You must go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw, or be swallowed by this
Okay.
this worm as it bites you.
Here, wait, real quick.
And it
what
will
was
be
the damage
okay.
again?
So that saving throw, all disadvantage on all attack rolls. Okay, so you're safe. This will be a saving throw of dexterity.
Okay. What was the damage again?
14 points of
Okay.
piercing damage.
Okay, sweet. So you said a wisdom save or a dexterity save?
save.
Okay.
As you try to jump out of the way of this creature's mouth as it bites the side of you, and you try to pull yourself away from it.
'Tis a 19.
Okay, you dodge just barely out of the way as you leap to the side and you roll to the side and you circle kind of around its body, but it does not swallow you. So that's great. It's also going to try to recharge its screaming ability, by the way. Was everyone frightened, by the way? Who passed the save for the wisdom save?
I think Kanari and Nemo did. Based on
Kanari,
the fact
Nemo,
that
and Nala,
Rachel
did you
put
get
away... Based on the fact that she put the dice away after the roll, I'm guessing no.
What'd you say, Nola?
Do you want to know what? Do you need to know what I got?
No, but did you fail it?
Oh yeah, I got a 1. So.
Okay. Where is my frightened piece? There it is. Okay. So Karhalle is frightened. You cannot move closer, but you're already close enough, so that's great. Anala, you are frightened. You cannot move closer, but you can shoot from here. Its whole needs to roll. She's frightened as well. Its whole, you guys see its whole kind of like stutter backwards a bit. And Kanari was not. Nemo was not. Let me roll for these guys. We'll see. Fail. Success. Success. Fail. Fail. Okay. So you guys see these two up here, up front, fail, fail, and one more fails as well. Okay, so these 3 up front fail, these 2 pass, and you guys hear the person who seems to have the most hair and therefore seem in charge, ironically. Shout out to everyone else. Shout out to everyone else to not be afraid, because let me see if I can pull this up. Okay. She says, "Do not be afraid of pain, for pain is but a message, one you choose to ignore." And so then she's going to go up front and start charging the creature once it's their turn. But first, it'll be Nemo. Nemo, what are you doing? You're behind these guys.
So, you said recharge. What does it look like to us?
What'd you
Is
say?
that an actual visual thing we can see? Or...
Do you want to look at the thing here? You can look at this setup here.
Oh, sure. No, you said it was thinking to recharge. Was that just a meta thing you told us, or is that something we can actually see?
Oh, no, that's a meta thing.
Okay. Then I am going to... How far away am I? Oh, wow.
You are...
So close and personal.
I know, right? So you are over, you're about, wait, 25, 10, 50, you are over 60 feet away from it.
Can I get...
Do you want an exact amount?
Can I get within 60 feet of it? Oh, sorry. Never mind. I don't... Yeah, no, I don't need to be close at all.
Okay.
Actually.
What do you want to do?
So would there be a cue I would be able to tell before the scream comes from what I saw before?
You wanted a cue. Sorry, say it again.
So would there be a cue that Nemo would be able to tell before the turn that it screams, or no?
No, not, or like a reaction to it. Did you have a reaction to it?
Sure, yes, but in the future, if it happens again.
Oh, if it happens again, I mean, you could, if you have a reaction that could react to it, sure.
Okay.
It's not a spell though. If you're thinking counterspell.
No, not at all. Okay.
Kanari, you're on deck, by the way.
I'm
Okay,
just
thank you.
going to I'm just gonna cast hypnotic pattern. So out of my bag, I'm just gonna. Looks almost like what are those little sparkly things that you get at 4th of July? On the little the wand, and it's like
A sparkler?
Sparkler?
Sparkler, yeah. It's just gonna look like a sparkler, and then it evaporates.
Nice.
And from that sparkler, you're gonna see almost like a rainbow fly in like an orb, fly towards the creature, and then the colors will split apart, all of them, and swirl around its face.
Nice.
And
it's gonna screech as it moves back and like waving in the air. And it's huge, guys. It's huge. If this thing falls over, it'll slam into someone, you know?
So anyone who is within a 30-foot cube of this spell must make a wisdom saving throw.
That will include Karhalle. These guys are out of 60.
So is that just Karhalle and the creature? Okay, so yeah, wisdom save.
Do you guys know what that buzzing is?
I'm not sure. Oh, goodbye, Izzy.
Lost Kanari. I'll keep an eye out for her.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah. So creature and Karhalle.
Okay, the monks are not within 30 feet yet, but okay, so that was a what kind of save was it again?
Wisdom.
Do I have to make this save?
That was 11. You do.
Cool.
Yes,
Okay.
you do.
Ooh.
But for the good of the people,
that's good.
it will be...
That's good. 16.
Okay, so Karhalle passes and the creature fails.
Nice.
The creature is now charmed and incapacitated.
You said charmed and incapacitated.
So they can't attack the charmer with any harmful abilities, magical effects, and I have advantage on any ability checked towards it socially. It also can't take actions or reactions.
Okay, so as long as this lasts, then it is charmed. Okay, so this creature is frozen.
The spell does end if it takes any damage.
Okay. So you guys see this
but-
creature rearing back as this magical energy is swirling around its head, and then you see it freeze, and it's just hovering in the air with it like a snake reared back, and it's like, but it's just there, not making and not doing anything. It's just focusing on the wavering lights that are surrounding it. Karhalle, you shake it off the hypnotic.
My last thing for my turn, I'm gonna yell out to the monks if they have any way, asking them if they have any way of capturing it or controlling it in some way. Whether that be, I don't think you can tie it down, but
That was not the intention of this mission, is what one of them shouts back at you in common.
okay.
And the one who seems to be the leader turns back to you and looks at you kind of askance and like, what have you done to it?
Don't worry about that. It can't move.
And actually, this person, okay, so next in the lineup is Kanari. Kanari, what would you like to do? Because this person does shout that, but they don't move yet.
You're muted.
Kanari's dead.
Kanari is dead.
Hold on, she's texting.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, she's gonna be out
10
for
minutes
like
for
10
Isabel.
minutes.
So we will do her
We will run
actions.
her.
Does anyone have her character sheet?
I don't have her character sheet.
I don't have it anymore. I used to, but it's been a while.
Well, okay.
Sam, do you want to be a
No,
monk?
I
for
still
10
don't
minutes?
have her thing. Oof. Okay, so honestly,
I don't.
No,
really
she's
wanna
not
run this
dead.
without her. Well, I don't really want to run her without Isabel, because we don't have anything of hers. I should have asked for her to send us her sheet before she left. I didn't think about it.
Should we just like skip her, or could she cause like an average bit of damage per round?
I will
Could
say
you like
she
could you run
will
her
run
with
up.
one of the other monks?
I'm gonna say that she's. Oh, that's a good point. I could use one of the other monks' abilities, like skills, but they're not going to be the same things. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to even MIDI setup, or medium thing. She's going to run up next to Karhalle and give you advantage on anything you do. She's going to do the help
Okay.
action, and she'll just
Cool.
use the help action and or dodge or disengage as it seems best for her instead of attacking, which is
Okay.
unfortunate. Oh, honestly, oof. You know what? I feel like we should just take a break, guys, because this is specifically for Kanari almost. This is kind of a counter that's directed toward Kanari. It is kind of the
I'm
worst
cool
time
with
for.
calling it now.
We could call it. That's a good point, actually.
I was gonna say, how long is this gonna take?
It's probably gonna be a minute. This encounter is for
Yeah, it's probably
Kanari
gonna be the rest
too,
of the
so it's like
session.
honestly probably. So honestly, yeah, let's just call it here. Tell Kanari, don't worry about it.
Okay.
And tell her.
Because I
that
mean,
we'll
it's already almost 4 hours.
Yeah, it is verging on that time anyway.
Plus, we wanted to wrap up early anyways for Rachel, who's driving tomorrow.
Yes.
Exactly. So this works out in all ways. I'm so dizzy all of a sudden. Anyway, so we will shut things down from here. Hold on. I'm going to disappear for a second. I'll be right back.
Well, this is great.
No, my camera stopped working for some reason.
Oh. The one
Okay, so
time
can
that
you guys
I'm
hear me?
in person and we don't do an encounter.
Can you guys hear us?
Yeah, they can hear us.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So don't worry about it. We'll just put it off for now. We'll stop here in the middle of the fight. It'll be Kanari's turn, and we'll just know that for when we start next session. And we'll resolve this fight later.
When are we playing next again?
The 22nd would be
Why don't we play
the
tomorrow?
22nd would be our normal play date. So
Um,
Why don't we play tomorrow
I don't
for
think we
an
can do
encounter?
it during Thanksgiving week, though, right? That's what we
Yeah,
decided,
because
guys.
I was I'm going to be traveling on the 22nd.
Oh, okay.
I think we talked about doing it next week, and then